Hi, and welcome back to the Gauntlet cast. This should be a very eventful day. We are on day 4 of the Gauntlet, our 5th day of casting. So it feels like day 5 to me. But our 4th day of casting. Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Both of you are legends. Both of us, well, we're tied for different reasons. I slept a lot earlier. He just woke up, I guess.
I just woke up.
So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see if we can actually catch Ben. I was watching him before the cast. He just went to bed, and we got a little bit of a secret message. We do have a time frame for when he's going in. So we'll have to try to do something with that, but we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, we might be able to cast a bit.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I just rolled out of bed. Yeah. I played some more campaign yesterday. Yeah. I'm very unlucky with year, actually. I spent like 30,000 gold on shields without hitting a base.
Did you do Act 10 then?
I did Act 9. My gear is not resist cap ready unless I wear an Arm War Axe.
Right.
So I was like, I might as well just farm. Although maps are easier, so maybe I should just do it.
Yeah.
Because obviously I did Act 9, which is the hardest thing in the campaign. And let me tell you how hard it was. It was very easy. I had no problems. But yeah, no, it was fun. I enjoyed it a lot. Obviously, I didn't go in blind. I already knew what was going to happen. But I had like 4.6k life, 88% block, and 75% spell block.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Degen protection, and a 1.5k armor shield. So it was alright.
Yeah. Now, we do have a lot of things that happened while we were away since yesterday. Ooh. Not just Rips, also Alex claiming the Oni-Goroshi Bounty.
Yeah, so for those that aren't in the know, there was a bounty by Starforge for the first person to use an Oni-Goroshi to kill all the Pinnacle bosses to win a $4,500 PC. And that was picked up yesterday by Alex on a Mana Man, a Hierophant with Archmage, and obviously there's a huge damage downside to wearing an Oni-Goroshi, so he had very low damage, but he did it.
Yeah, you know, funnily enough, I'm pretty sure, I'd have to do some math, I think he might be claiming a similar price pool, factoring in the Starforge PC, to like a rank 1 classically. He's got similar, about over $1,000 in bounties, and then the $4,500 PC there. So that's like closing out on 6k, which is crazy. And yeah. He hasn't, he's still like the rank 1 alive Templar as well. So if he claims the rank 1 class, he could actually walk away this gauntlet with a close to 10k prize pool, which is insane. It might even be
over.
Yeah. So one of our biggest gauntlet prize pools for Alex, potentially.
Yeah. If I recall when paying people out, I think the most Ben has won in a gauntlet so far, which is the most anyone's won, is like 12,000. So it's quite a big pickup for Alex.
Yeah, well fucking done. I mean, it goes to show you, bounty hunting is profitable. So
very, and a reminder that Alex works a full-time job, so he was just able to do this on the weekend, and now he's back to work.
Yeah,
it is indeed a Starforge PC.
Yeah, and speaking of bounty hunters, we lost one. Yeah, as the cast ended, we did see one of our top, the top competitor at the time, and one of the main bounty hunters, Khan, and our friend, Saj. Yeah, Khan had an unfortunate death. We'll have to take a look at the clip later, but yeah, rip Khan.
However, and a big surprise, maybe a surprise to none, Khan is already back in tier 16 maps.
I mean, of course he is. But like I said, he has roughly until Ben wakes up. I mean, he was never trying to get in there first, but it's still gonna mess with you mentally a little bit. I mean, to be so close to actually like full clearing non-Ubers and then just, you know, just crafting the tippity top best gear. He had that full stash tab full of the recombinated gear that he was saving. And now he has to kind of like go back from scratch, and he's now behind, and it messes with the mental. I mean, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Ben just went to sleep. Exactly. Yeah. As soon as he wakes up, he's looking pretty ready. I think he's still missing, well, I won't spoil too much, but he's missing a few things, and then he's just going to go in, basically. So, yeah, we'll have to wake up at, like... Well, we're either gonna have to sleep early or stay awake for a very long time. We'll see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably stay up.
Yeah, why he's been using Offering. I was looking into that. I actually took a look into his POB a bit. I'm guessing he's just giga paranoid about Corpse DD. It's probably the only thing that can kill him in normal mapping content. And so having that Flesh Offering just allows him to loot boss corpses, or more specifically, loot around a boss corpse, and then he can Offering if he's worried about DD for any reason.
Right.
We do actually have YouTube, no?
Yeah, the only thing people have written is first, second, fourth.
Yep. Yeah, hi, YouTube.
Just made my mandatory Gauntlet merch order. Well, we super appreciate it. I think we're actually over 500 mousepads sold as well, which is pretty insane, actually.
Yeah. Now, obviously we got a lot of content. Like we said, we can look at the Oni-Goroshi Bounty bosses. I know some of those will be really interesting. Like you said, he was basically not wielding weapons because Oni-Goroshi doesn't do anything for Archmage. Maybe he even has debuffs. I'd have to double check how that actually works. And then we have all those rip clips. What do you want to get into first?
Let's do the rip clips first, and then we have like a little session of watching Alex's journey to pick up that Starforge PC. And then we do have Flash Bounty starting today at 2 p.m. We are looking at a 4-hour cast with an extra 4 cast later if Ben goes in and bosses.
Alright. First we have a rip from Mosh. Oh wow, he's actually bossing.
Oh. He's not ailment immune.
They do damn! Wow. Wait, so...
A lot of them.
Yeah, well, so we were wondering the exact same thing.
They do damage.
Yeah, when some of our first competitors went into this, they were very careful not to get touched by it. I guess they thought maybe just in case. But there you go. It actually does do a little bit of damage, especially if you get frozen, like you said, and you just eat all the stacks. Wow. And obviously that's...
And it does do the debuff.
Yep. So the debuff gives you more damage taken. It can freeze you. It can chill you.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Next up, we have a rip from our rank 1 Elementalist from last night, Park. So he got rank 1, died, got rank 1, and... died again.
Damn. He's had an unlucky run. Oh.
He's not happy about that.
He might. I would not be surprised in a day to see him at rank 1 Elementalist. Though.
Yeah, I think I saw he rerolled pretty much instantly. But you can see just how quickly Expedition can overwhelm you. And you do need to be running it. We saw with Ben and Alk, you need to run it for the alts and currency and bases and such. So
yeah, so people generally want like alterations, and just ROG crafting in general is pretty big. Obviously yesterday we had ROG Flash Bounties. He died in Act 9 boss fight with the reroll after. Oof.
And then he rerolls again, right?
Oh, he had the wrong aura on. He was using Malevolence instead of Grace. That will do it.
Yeah. Rip. We have another rip clip. So this is the big one we were talking about earlier from Khan. How much volume do you want for this one?
Yes. I was watching this live.
I'm not quite sure what he's referring to. I was watching his stream. He said something about a crash or a glitch with his logout. I'm not quite sure, but he said he did try to press it and it didn't work. But obviously, Uber Elder, especially in the Gauntlet, can be a little bit hard to control. Multiple mechanics overlapping, bad timing. You have the Drowning Ball there too. So he does get clipped by the circle into the slam. And I did hear Ben say he was surprised he died, and I am too. 6k life, fortify, endurance charges, probably like...
And he had taken some damage right before we can see the slam goes off, so he was at 4.5k life when the slam actually goes off.
Yeah, you can see the circle itself does a ton of damage.
Yeah. And
if I slow down just a little bit so I can actually get the freeze frame here, You can see he has
Oh, 4.9.
4.9k life.
Yeah,
at the moment of
and
death.
right before this, he actually crushed when logging out in another fight. So I was watching him a little bit, and he was already having issues with his logout macro. So maybe when he crashed, the logout macro turned off. A good habit to counter this that some racers have, like some people watching me will always ask me, Zizaran, why are you clicking remaining so much? You can see it on the top right, and that's just to click something on my macro to make sure that it is active.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure if it literally wasn't on or not. I'd have to like ask him, but yeah, it is what it is. He did re-roll, but pretty devastating rip. I know he was very upset. It happens.
Yeah.
It's the gauntlet after all. Now we have a rip from Gazzy. Oh.
And here you can see how devastating it is that the Gauntlet has multi-proj. But wait, it doesn't. Gauntlet does not have multi-proj this time around in maps. But Gazzy decided to keep that as a map mod because he missed it so much in previous Gauntlets.
Can they actually just naturally run multi-proj? I'm pretty sure they... I think they can. Can they?
No, he just kept it on the map. He said, oh, it's not that bad on max block.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Okay. Multi-proj is basically 200% more damage, so... Yeah, if he actually didn't re-roll that, that's...
And the rare is multi-proj.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. But yeah, obviously cannibals do take people out in the gauntlet. It's one of the ones that do that. It'd be like that. Next up we have a rip from Zibby.
Oh, I saw this. I'm so sorry, Zibby.
I die. Yep, that's the goat. That's the classic. I know you probably don't know this, but in softcore, this is actually a pretty popular map to run with Titanic Scarab Legends. The downside, of course, that fucking goat.
Fucking goat.
Yeah, because he spawns all those unique ads, which is great, but then he comes down and he'll just one-shot your ass. So yeah, he hits like a truck.
Yeah. Next up, we have a Curio dying. Katarina. Now, we could see a slam death here. Oh, we don't know. What?
Was this ES down? No, honestly, it was pretty topped up when he died. I guess just, yeah.
Crit maybe?
It must have just killed him, I think. It is 30% more damage, and it does do a decent chunk of fizz. I mean, yeah. Although he had 4... Oh, and he's Archmage too. Ah, wow.
It has to have been a crit almost. Because it doesn't do that much damage. Didn't he have endurance charges?
Yeah, he's a hairy infant.
I'd be very, very surprised if it's non-crit. I never see my life move to that.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
And he has... Does he have his cloak up?
Well, I doubt that at least.
And he's in ice, and the rune. So he has an additional 30% damage reduction.
Yeah, I don't think the cloak was up, but yeah. I'm surprised.
I would say pretty much has to be a crit.
Yeah. Oh, I saw this one. So this is from Kyria. You're gonna
bleed?
No, wait for it.
Does he die to the circle?
It.
Oh no.
He actually makes it out of it, by the way, and gets, I guess, just clipped, just fucking clipped on the corner there. Yeah, just that one little, yep.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy does hit like a truck. Usually it's because you make a mistake and you stand in the circle. He actually made it out of the circle, but it does have an AoE component, so he just gets clipped. Yeah. It does a shitload of damage. I've died to it. I mean, it does a shitload of damage.
Damn.
So. Rip.
Yeah, I've always made it out, so I don't think I've ever died to it.
Yeah, but... I mean, he's like genuinely confused. Like.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, obviously, honestly, pretty bullshit because he did get out of the circle in time, but like I said, it's got that AoE. Yeah.
Damn.
It's brutal. It's brutal. Next up, we have a rep from Ewan, not to be confused with Nugian. That's the most cancer Exarch arena. He must have logged in the final stage or something.
Yeah.
Oh no. Ooh.
He's doing alright. Oh, he got touched by the rune.
How many does he eat?
Two? Might not even be one. Because he has the debuff? Does have Ruby Fast, yup.
So he gets that debuff, like Ziz said.
I think it's just one. Yeah, look, it's just one. Because it's...
It's...
You can see that the bar above his head is full, and his actual life on the left is down. So that means that it's from one hit, because the UI hasn't even fully registered yet. So it is actually just one.
And I guess he just gets clipped down by the ignite.
Yeah. So basically he died because of the rune on the ground more than anything.
Yeah, the rune over here. Wait, so he let me get this straight. His pinky toe touches the rune. He gets hit by one singular ball, dashes to safety, almost gets one shot, and then dies to the ignite.
Yeah. So if he... a couple of things could have gone different here for him to survive, like him having ailment immune or more damage would have been enough. Wow, so he is full chaos stop. So he was going for one of those bounties.
Right. I can't... Is the subtracting bounty. That's right. This stream is about people being bad. Have some respect.
So, to explain what the Gauntlet is. The Gauntlet is a event with a $45,000 plus prize pool on solo self on hardcore. It's a 10-day event, so all of the contestants you're seeing, they've made these characters in like less than 4 days.
You know what? Can I just say, by the way, you guys can't talk shit. I've seen you guys are posting on Reddit. I've seen you guys complain about Hillock. That's fucking Hillock. This is an endgame boss. What do you mean? You mean talking shit?
So in this event, Hillock is so hard that most people can't get past Hillock because Hillock is witnessed by Maven and has leap slam. So he's getting one guide. I'm ignoring it.
Fucking one guy.
But it's crazy damage modifiers, and all the endgame bosses have different movesets. So on top of all the normal movesets, Exarch is assisted by the Shaper with Shaper beams, and 3 at the same time.
Yep. Now, speaking of people being bad, we have a rip clip from Tai.
Uncanny timing. Oh, 70 cold rust.
What the fuck? Is he just... I feel like I'm getting baited. Is he just making... Is he acting?
I don't know if he's acting. I think he's acting.
I feel like he wanted to do an act... What? I was going to say Act 5, but this is... Yeah, I don't know what's going on. But, yeah. He's memeing. He wanted to play WoW. Well, thank you for making content, Tai. Good acting.
Good acting.
What? No. He's very disappointed. Well,
there it is.
We read from Zep. Oh, I see the betrayal.
Tier 15 map.
Jesus Christ. Yep. I wonder if we can hover over what actually hits him, because I want to see the items. That doesn't even look like he has items. That looks like he just got raw dogged.
I think so.
Normally they'll have a bunch of like extra crits or some shit like that. It looks like he just gets attacked and dies though.
He got bent.
Yeah. Maybe he had map mods. Maybe he'll hover, but
damn. Clean one shot. Looks pretty tanky as well.
Yep. I'm surprised that killed him. He must have had map mods or something. I'm not sure. We have it from Profile. Excuse me.
Oh, wow.
So we have a Peaconk of bouncing, I assume, and I'm surprised he stays in here. Ah, my God. How?
I don't know why he stayed in that long. That is crazy. He's clearly taking so much damage, getting like absolutely demolished, and then just stays in melee range.
Maybe he's doing like a no logout challenge. You know those guys who talk shit who like, you're a pussy for logging out. Maybe it's this guy. Maybe that's the, respect, I guess. Shit.
That was crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't think this guy likes to log out. So yeah, GG. And now our only non-rip clip here from Garata. So this is not a rip clip.
So Garata is back. He did almost rip IRL to Hurricane Helena, but he persevered, and here he is back rolling an amulet. Obviously, big
It must be a
hurricane in
pretty
America.
fucking big amulet, because I don't think this was for the bounty. So okay, dot multi.
Oh! Int is really good too.
Yeah, Onyx Amulet with life, +1 fizz. Actually, not a bad stat. Wait, but he removed +1 fizz on melee skills, right? I can't remember.
No, +1 fist skills is not bad. It's a little bit of damage. Oh, you're right. It is gone. They did remove that. I see what you mean.
Well, not from everything, or maybe they did. Some melee skills lost the tag. I'll have to double check. But in theory, that's a potent. I mean, even without, it's still insane.
It's still a good amulet.
Yeah.
Just the dot multi and life.
Yeah.
And the fist is good.
What is that amulet?
It's very good, very good.
And pride is physical.
True. Alright, and there are the clips. Now, we do have a bunch of boss submissions. Isn't there... Wait, hold the phone. Hold the phone. I just need to see something for my own sanity. 1 second.
For how long?
You can put the phone down now. Yeah, so this wasn't on the tool, but this was actually the rank 1 Templar at the time. Well, still rank 1 Templar, actually. All right, I'm gonna get a little bit more
I'm
content.
surprised people are fighting him.
So which one's this? Olroth. Didn't we see Ben do this?
Yep.
Yeah. Guys, he's fine if you don't get hit.
Just
Right?
don't get hit.
Yeah, don't get hit by Wasteland. Wait, he does die to Wasteland, right? What? What?
Wow.
Huh?
No crazy mods, but he could have made it stronger, but...
Huh? Okay, so normally you see people die to Wasteland. I've never seen a non-Wasteland rip clip on Olroth. But you just died to the fucking ad?
That's crazy. So he gets hit by something there, and something from the right, and then the last ad on the left finishing.
Olroth has that, like, I'm not sure how you describe it, but it's almost like lacerate.
Yeah.
So if we play in slow motion, you can see him doing the animation there. It's like the Vegan ability, actually, the tri-strike.
Yeah.
And then obviously getting bonked by the ad at the exact same time. I am genuinely surprised he died. I guess you gotta factor in, it is the Gauntlet. That 30% extra damage and 50% haste. Even though it doesn't sound as crazy, it's, it is...
He is inside the Wasteland AoE though, isn't he? It's the flames, right? With the dot on the ground?
Honestly, I've only... Maybe. It does look like it. So I guess he's getting clipped by the boss. He's getting clipped by the Wasteland. Although the Wasteland dot is not as bad as the one-shot. But I guess he's getting hit by 3 things at the same time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, rip. Rip, and that was obviously rank 1 Templar there. Speaking of rank 1 Templars.
Yeah, we can look at the ladder a little bit here. We see Karn at rank 1 with 140 points. Now, he is still rank 1, and people do need to get more points, but we are expecting that to happen. The invites and the normal bosses are quite okay. We have Artemzor on rank 1 Templar at 135 points, but Alex is only that one invite behind at rank 1 Alive Templar.
Yeah, check this out,
he
by
is
the
playing.
way. He's done everything except Ubers and invites. So I imagine he'll maybe farm a little bit more gear. You know, he obviously ride the victory hype of the Oni-Goroshi Bounty claim, and then he'll probably go into invitations, and then he'll just have Ubers left. Although there is that big, you know, the big invite, the feared.
Yeah, but it doesn't have that bad mods in this.
Exactly. So I think you do go in over... normally we see people do feared either...
Although Shaper. Uber Shaper versus Feared, what is harder?
I genuinely think Uber Shaper will be, because the Feared only has 40% more damage and 100% more life. And 100% more life sounds really bad until you realize Ubers have that anyway. And we have damage creep like crazy. Archmage is like, what? Probably 10, 20 million DPS even in the Gauntlet. On a 6th link with, you know, in-game... With the kind of gear he'll be trying to get, 10, 20 mil with ease.
Yeah.
So with the damage creep in mind, I think you would go into Feared first. You do need all release, though. You do need all release.
Let's see. We can look at what the other tops are. So we do have Zinyor, rank 1 Witch now. Illustra is rank 2 and Gundam Mixed at rank 3. Ben, rank 1 Shadow, to no one's surprise. Damien, rank 2. FaZe plays rank 3. Damien is dead, so FaZe could overtake him for rank 2. The Rangers, we have Slage at rank 1. I Shot Sheriff at rank 2, and Topoi at rank 3. One sec. Let's do a tag. There.
Was that from the suit or from the shirt?
From the t-shirt.
Yeah, I had my scissors out for that too.
At rank 1 Duelist, Dead, Karn, and then Nick at rank 2. Derudi at rank 3. Marauder, Soul, still having that rank 1 alive with 111 points. And SBB is back on the ladder. He is at rank 2. He's coming for that. And Arco is at rank 3, but he is dead. Rank 1 Templar is Artemzor. He is dead. Alex, rank 2, very likely to overtake. And SSS Admiral at rank 3 alive. Hoax, still holding that rank 1 silent lead. HSQ, rank 2. And Cheese, rank 3. They are all tied in points. So any one of them killing any boss will put them in the lead.
Yeah. Ben's going to win it easy. Well, we are expecting Ben to go in as soon as he wakes up. He just went to bed. We'll have to try to catch him when he wakes up. But I'm very, very curious if he'll actually pull clear. I was looking at his PUB. He wasn't joking. 17k ES, 6 mil damage, like he said. He can face tank most mechanics because he has suppression, Inveterate, and he also has Spellbreaker. So he's not going to die to things like... He's actually not going to die to things like Shaper Balls, for example. He has 6k Overleech, by the way. He's basically... Yeah, he's basically immortal, honestly. Except to the most... Like, the biggest one-shot slams. Talking your Shaper slams, I don't think he's immortal to that. He would maybe have to show me the config. Maybe I'm missing something, but it looked like a max roll crit, clean one-shots him no matter what. And then obviously things like Incineration, things like... Well, he probably can... Yeah, he can tank Osiris Meteor, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So
Now, people playing this build in Trade League usually use unique rings, but obviously it's hard for him to get a Chevron's Revelation. And while the ring is super powerful, you can see that he does something really clever here by having evasion on both of his rings. And something that is very powerful that not everybody knows. For that, I'll show you real quick, is he has a mastery here that is 20% increased maximum energy shield if both equipped rings have an explicit evasion modifier. So he's basically, by having that evasion there, getting 20% ES. And he did manage to pick up a 21 Val Lightning Strike as well.
Wow.
His Ephemeral Edge is 48. And his shield is disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see the shield, the helm, the chest. I'm not 100% sure about the boots and the gloves, but honestly probably as well. These are all results of recombinated technology. Yeah, very insane. And
It's so good. He
yeah.
even got a good belt now. He had a really bad belt for a while.
Yeah, this was the last thing he crafted before bed. I think he actually failed crafting it, recrafted it, got this, slammed on the 8 wed, was very disappointed, but decided, you know what? Enough's enough. This is good. I'm just gonna keep it. I'm gonna send it. He's out of divines. He's basically been running all his forbidden tomes, so he's kind of like exhausted most of his resources here. So he's not willing to risk trying to get min-max perfect GG gear. And ultimately, he's got everything he needs. He's got res cap, attributes. He's got all the ES rolls wherever he can. Missing a little bit of damage is not a deal breaker. So
yeah. And a lot of people are wondering, why is he only using 4 flasks? And he is using a Legion jewel from Marrakech called Balbala. And what that does is that you basically gain... I don't think we can hover over it there. But it's Balbala, and you gain... Is it 4?
It's 4 per empty flask slot.
Yeah. So by having one flask empty, his flasks are gaining 4 charges.
Yeah, and then he obviously has the flash charge mod. Not actually sure if he has any flash nodes on the tree. Maybe.
Yeah. Some at the bottom. Right. Yeah, on the right.
There we go. Yeah, natural remedy. So he's calculated this so he has just enough with reuse to have permanent flasks. I did see he also had a worm flask as well. I'm assuming that's to keep up leech, fortify, and do worms give flash charges too?
I don't think so. Karn would know.
Khan would know. But yeah.
I would assume they don't.
They don't?
NP says no.
Yeah, so I think he just has permanent flask without it then. Yeah, he's also pretty much res capped, I think, even without the flasks. So he's not actually relying on it like the Pathfinders. I know he went on a little bit of a explanation regarding Pathfinder, because obviously Pathfinder can res cap with flasks, but there's like a million reasons why this is a bad idea in hardcore, especially Gauntlet. Trickster didn't have this issue. He's
imagine if the bosses had ghosts.
Oh, that'd be toxic. But yeah, it wouldn't actually matter for him, luckily. Well, I guess he would lose his shock immunity. That would be the bigger thing. And his stun immunity.
What happened to the Mageblood guy? Yeah, so it would be cool to see, actually. We can search up Winter's name and see if he has a new character.
Oh, is it like Winter?
There's Winter. I thought he made a shadow. Maybe search for class? We search for... Yeah, nice. Alk said Winter go again. Huh.
I'm getting the feeling he died in the campaign on the reroll and then went again and maybe... Yeah. Not 100% sure what's going on.
Yeah. We should also take a look at Karn and see how his reroll gear is coming. Obviously, Karn is currently rank 1 but dead. And he already is back up to level 87. Wow.
Holy shit. I think I saw him link this in chat. Alright, he's got a big boy weapon, so that's nice. Almost 1,000 fizz DPS. Holy shit. That's a slap. That is a slapper.
But he's planning on going Zenith, right?
Yeah. But if I know Khan, he's not going Zenith for a while. So... Yeah, I imagine he would have had a lot of backup gear.
Actually, really good gear.
Yeah, I'm getting the feeling that this is all of his old gear, because he would have incrementally upgraded. And he would have just slapped on all of his old gear. Maybe a couple, I mean, this ring's probably just filling in the gaps. Yeah. Hopefully, this is good enough gear that he doesn't need to recraft anything. Because I imagine at this point, he's going to want to focus on all that Zenith gear, like you said.
I think Winter wants level 40 for EE and farms on a Slayer. Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I've been watching, actually, some of the Tricksters. So, it looks like they're all following in Ben's footsteps. Ben obviously being just a bit more efficient than all of them. But they all have the same idea, obviously going from alleged Trickster. So Jung Roan was farming a Timeless Jewel last I saw. That was last night. And I think it was FaZe, I want to say, was also farming Timeless Jewel. So they're not far behind. I honestly think they're only a day behind.
Yeah.
Like if Ben decided to, like, I don't know, disappear for a day, like maybe he just sleeps in for 24 hours randomly, the other Tricksters would actually catch up. He's really not as far ahead as you would think.
Yeah, apparently we have a quote from Jung. Jung said, "I'm not exaggerating when I say I'm roughly a day behind Ben."
Yeah, no, I believe that. Just watching FaZe and Jung, Jung already swapped. Yeah, like genuinely.
Look at that life spring.
Yep, there you go.
And he does have the amulet, so he will have more damage than his co-competitors. Because lightning has such a big range, so it might be like 10 to 70,000 damage, and then having that lucky hit is very important.
Yeah, you can see a bit different from Ben. He hasn't really min-maxed the suffixes yet. I guess he wanted to swap a little bit earlier because this build is basically immortal for mapping, so he can like really lean on this build and farm on this build until he gets like perfect gear. Because obviously this is perfect prefixes, but you can see the suffixes are a bit dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, very similar strategy. I guess he went for a different Timeless Jewel. So not going for Balboa. I mean, he would have like way more damage.
Way more.
Yeah, like 2 to 3x more damage probably.
Yeah.
With voices.
So I believe Ben was going for around 6 or 7 million damage, and yeah, Jung would probably have closer to 20.
Yeah, but the difference there is he doesn't have max res currently, although you can change that for bossing, no drama. Although, would she? I guess she wouldn't even really care. Yeah, very, honestly, same build, but not same build. Do you know what I mean? Like, very different in-game POBs.
Very.
So, I mean, do you think he... So, I know I just
said... he will get better gear.
Yeah, I know I just said, like, he's probably not going to go in with this gear, but... Has he said, like, is he planning to go in with this kind of gear, or is he recrafting a lot of it?
It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
I would love to see a little bit too. How is Al-Kaiser doing on XP? He was our current 1 XP, rank 1. Actually, is there XP ladder if we click default ladder? No, maybe it's an objective. In special filters. Total level score, will that work? Experience.
I don't think it's loading. It's okay. I have another way to check.
SPB is 100. So it was loading.
Hang on.
We just didn't believe because he died. Hover over SPB.
Yeah.
Wow. We just didn't believe.
Yeah.
That's after a rip at like 95.
Yeah, I think Ben was going for kills last I checked, because I did notice he's not 100 yet, obviously, but he actually has closer to 1. I think he might even have 1 million kills. I'd have to double check, but that's because he did all that that low level cluster farming.
Oh.
So he has more kills than SPB, but he has less XP.
That makes sense.
Ben's over 1 million. Yeah, so Ben has more kills. But SPB...
He was, but somebody got the kills in Blood Aqueduct. So somebody stayed in Blood Aqueduct and farmed out the 1 million kills.
That's fucking psychotic.
That's psychotic.
That's some psychotic shit. Wait, I want to see this. Give me a minute.
That is insane. So obviously, I think there's like...
So that was the first 1 million. Submit creator 1 million. I want to click this so bad.
Do it.
It's not verified yet, though. It's up to you. I can click the link if you want me to click the link.
Click it. Risky click of the day.
Oh my god. His 3K life. No way. Wait. You type slash, you do it, yeah. You're in the Ziz League. You're level 87. Yeah. 1/kills. What the fuck?
He's farm level 87 in Blood Aqueduct?
This goes to show you what people will do for like money. What was the rank 1? Was it $600 or something?
500?
Yeah, for like $600. He just farmed 1 million kills in Blood Aqueduct.
Are we sure he wasn't botting? Absolutely sure, because campaign is really deadly, and if you've seen the state of bots, they would die. 100%.
I mean... Hey! You know, technically he beat Ben. At least in this bounty. Because he submitted before Ben.
Wow. That's crazy. Like, I mean, we do verify. So he will have to like Discord screen share on top of this, but like, wow.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Crazy.
I love that. I actually love that. That's so funny. How much did he beat Ben by? You want to see this? Look.
3 hours.
No. Look, well, yeah, you're right, yeah. It was 2 hours and 43 minutes, 42 minutes, 43. 2 hours, 43 minutes faster than Ben. Ben said he let him get number 1 because he respected the effort.
That's badass.
Shit. That's funny.
That is crazy.
I don't see another one claiming that, so there is still one more, because you obviously wanted to have 1, 2, and 3, so yeah. Have you guys considered more RNG stuff for bounties? Yeah, with...
there are quite a lot.
There was one for Mirror Shot, I'm not sure who claimed that, but that was obviously very RNG. I guess we can take a look at the bounties. Take a look at some of the claimed ones. A
lot of the flash bounties have been RNG stuff.
Yeah, like 6 tier 1 affixes using RAW with multiple people. Business and Piotr claiming that. First 1,000 Rampage stacks was RNG. Ben claimed it, but there were literally multiple people who could have claimed this that just didn't look or know that the bounty existed.
Yeah.
All you had to do was get a pair of Rampage gloves in Act 6. And by this point, Ben was already in Act 8 or 9, and he actually went back to do this bounty. Yeah. And I literally saw Khan drop the gloves and render the gloves. So, yeah, multiple people could have claimed this. They just didn't know either how to do it or, what do you call it? Didn't have the gloves.
Didn't know that the bounty existed.
Gloves. Yeah. Wasn't it Alk as well? Khan? Alk as well. Yeah, literally, that's what I said. Multiple. No, it was Khan. Multiple people. Maybe it was Alk who vended. I think Khan was trying the bounty, but he was too late. Like, he was doing it, yeah. Either way, probably like 10, 20 people could have done this bounty before Ben.
Yeah.
So you kind of need to, like, not type in chat and actually look at the list.
Yeah, so there are quite a lot of RNG ones.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
First player to 6 sync an item.
Yeah, by Flox. Yeah, we had, well, to be fair, you could argue this was also, like, kind of skill-based, but... Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I did that yesterday.
Oh, shit.
Imagine if he died doing Smolacra.
Nah, he's extremely tanky.
Yeah, and then we have the Cold Rest bounties. We do still have one Cold Rest bounty unclaimed. First player to obtain any ring with at least 200 total cold resist.
Yeah, and highest cold res ring by the end of the event. Obviously, you can't claim that till the end of the event, but you can submit and see if you have the highest ring at least. His ES moved once or twice. Yeah, I was watching Ben, and people were very confused why his ES doesn't move. It's because he has like Ghost Shrouds, which automatically heal him, tons of evasion. He has like 6,000 leech. Tons of DR, and also you have to kind of squint to even see, because when he takes 1,000 damage, it's like 5% of his HP bar, or ES bar, which is like, it's like a pixel.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's so tanky. It's a ridiculously good build.
We can go through all the unclaimed bounties. So obviously we have the longest scrying tunnel by NordVPN. And Karn actually has the entire top row of the Atlas purple. We do have highest cold resist ring, first player to obtain 200 total cold res. Then we have a Displate Bounty, highest total armor, innovation, cardinal round shield by the end of the event. And we have a similar one for a royal plate. Then we have a bounty by Ben for the most complete unique stash tab, and we do have a ladder for that. Obtain a Starforge, which is a Starforge bounty. First player to slay Einhar, the Exile Hunter. Then first player to survive 5 continuous minutes in a Maven invitation. I am surprised no one's done that yet. That seems doable for some of our contestants. So it is bosses all release. They can't be damaged. Maybe it is a little tricky. Oh yeah, because of the blood price helmet.
It's actually none of that. It's the bosses you have to witness.
Yeah. They're all D-Gen bosses.
Yeah, if you could just do like any bosses, that would be probably totally fine, but it's basically... I mean, even just tanking Defiled Cathedral is almost impossible.
Yeah.
So...
You're right. Oh, and you need 4 stones. First player with the least amount of allocated points to slay... that's going to be interesting. How many points do you think we're going to see? So far, I believe the lowest level to kill Act 5 Kitava was level 23. Which is crazy.
Flox tried that and he died at level 20, by the way.
Yeah, he died to 30% left on Kitava, so he almost did level 20. Which means he did harvest Malachi at level 20.
Yeah, I mean, he just fucked up, honestly.
But yeah. Then we have a first player to slay all tier 17 map bosses using a chaos damage over time effect, so Bane, Blight, AD, etc.
Yeah, we saw someone trying to go for that bounty earlier, the guy who died to Exarch, but he died.
Yeah. First player to complete a tier 17 sanctuary map. This one will not be completed.
Yeah, and for those of you who are wondering what happens with the bounties that are not completed, don't make the joke. It'll just get fed back into the main prize pool and distributed that way. So essentially, just add that to the main prize pool, which is distributed to like Ben or, Alk or whoever gets those class placements.
Somebody on YouTube asked, will I get the level raffle bounties if I deleted my character? Nope, you cannot delete your character. That says very explicitly everywhere.
Yeah, the reason for that is we have to be able to actually track your character, and if you delete it, it's just gone. So don't do that. Next bounty is lowest level player to slay at normal at 0. So again, a lot of these bounties are at the end of the gauntlet. So you can't actually claim... those will remain unclaimed until the final day. So that'll be a little bit of content for us to go through during the final cast. And we can announce... Well, do we normally announce those in the final pusher? Yeah.
Yeah. And yes, your character can be dead. And maybe deleting if it's dead is okay, but I wouldn't risk it.
Yeah, I think migrating's okay, is it?
No, there's no migration. You can't migrate. Migration's not allowed for the
Oh, you
It doesn't work.
it.
It's
Right.
not an option.
Yeah,
Nobody can
okay.
migrate.
There you go. You can?
Oh. Well, it's just a standard. Like, you would just migrate to normal standard.
So...
Like, you don't get a set list.
I guess, once again, then, does migrating work then?
I don't know.
Okay.
I guess.
We'll have to get back to you on that. Why would you migrate it, by the way? Why would you migrate it?
It's the same as dying.
You just kill your character off, I guess? You're just like, fuck my character. Fuck it up. First player to complete T17 Grim
Like, it's not a
Refuge.
void league, so there's no reason to.
Yeah. First player to obtain a mirror shot. So, wow. No. What?
No one's done that yet. To be fair, there could be people don't know that it's a bounty too.
Chat, yo, you know what? I'm just gonna ask chat here. What's the lowest level you've personally found a mirror shard from shipping? We know Khan has one. He hasn't submitted it, so he either didn't get it from shipping or he didn't submit it, which is hilarious. No. I've had one from the min shipment, which is like what? What's a min shipment like?
100 points?
I mean, sorry, the 1K.
Right.
But I've had it from a tiny ass shipment. Level 100.
That's crazy.
Nah, you get that before level 100.
Well, next up, we have first to obtain a Simplex or Focus Amulet. Nobody has that either. First player to obtain the Adorned. That'll be interesting to see if anyone gets. First player to enter a tier 17 map by Creator Studios. So that is quite rare. You don't need to clear it. You just need to find it. First player to slay Maven using a blue, green, or red minion gem. And one player cannot pick up multiple. First player to obtain a tier 0 unique from Nameless Seer. Must just be bugged. So they're supposed to be there. And then first player to reach 1 million kills, second player and third player to reach 1 million kills. So 1 and 2 is picked up. They've just not been fully verified yet.
Yeah, obviously, until it's verified, I believe you said it has to be screen shared. Yeah, I think Ben's is fresh off the press, so it'll get verified pretty quickly. But obviously, the guy who did it in Blood Aqueduct will have to get screenshot or something. So
yeah, unfortunately, we've had some people cheating on bounties in the past.
Yeah. And there it is.
Awesome.
Right. We can take a look at some of our contestants now. Get some live content going. So, like we said, Khan did reroll. He's already back into those red maps, doing a Mastermind currently. We also have Al Kaiser grinding away at Harvest. I did see Ben do a lot of Harvest. I think Harvest is very important. It gives you those flask enchants, it gives you the ability to swap fragments, and it's also one of the best ways to craft a lot of gear. Any of those items that you're not planning on recombinating, for example, or jewels, or cluster jewels, right? It's good for all of those things.
We see Karn doing Katarina here, which is always really interesting because generally what we see is that the contestants, they always have Gravitius level 3 in transport. And the outcome there is, of course, that he will give you full stack of divination cards. And that is how we saw the first Mage Blood this league. So definitely has a lot of potential outcomes.
You can't get enough River? What's that?
Huh?
Alk is sad that he can't
River
get...
runes.
What?
River runes.
Oh, yes, obviously that's one of the main enchants. We told Khan this wasn't possible because you need... How many? Is it 500 or something? No. Yes? Is it 500?
It's a lot.
It's a fucked amount. It's 500, 300, 250... It's between 1 and 500. You need between 1 and 500, but a lot too many. Obviously, it's fine in Trade League because it isn't a super rare rune, so a lot of people will have like maybe 50 or so. But for one player in SSF to get all 500 or however many it is in the Gauntlet is kind of it's kind of too difficult, we think. And then like we said, Juggernaut has respect. He's very close to Ben. He's hot on his tails. Do you think he's gone the right setup though? So just comparing the two, let's say Jung does go in with something similar to this. Do you think not stacking as much ES is a bad thing versus having, say, double or triple the damage?
So it does depend if the Ubers have different abilities. I think the ones that are going to be really hard is Maven. And Ben pointed out as well, but not particularly because he's worried about dying, but because you only have 3 portals and getting clipped by the beam and having to log is going to be really tricky. So that is definitely a big obstacle there. And then Cyrus is probably going to be a little bit tricky, and Exarch, but Uber Elder without Enrage. And again, there could be different abilities on the Ubers. We don't know. So, yeah, it's there's a lot of tricky things going on here. And damage, especially on Uber Elder, will be a big factor. If you're able to just burst that last stage down with VLS, that will give you a huge benefit compared to just being immortal.
Yeah, I do think they've gone for very different strategies. You can tell just by the fact that he even attempted to go for Voices, Voice of the Storm, I should say. He's going for a very different setup. He wants a good amount of energy shield and a ton of damage versus Ben, who basically, I would say Ben is ignoring damage for the most part. Like if you look at his gear,
it's so tanky.
He's just gone for ES.
Karn just picked up a 6 thing, I think.
I'm pretty sure that was just a 5 thing.
No. I'm pretty confident, and look at him smiling. I'm pretty sure that he just six-linked with the link, like the link the chest multiple times.
Open your inventory. Wouldn't he have equipped the 6th link?
Oh no, you're right. You're right. I'm stupid.
Your Twitch chat. You know how Twitch chat's always like, oh my god, you just get a 6th link. Oh my god.
I'm that guy now.
You're literally that guy.
You know what? I'm gonna go get a Red Bull. I think now's a good time to fire off Twitch ads as well. And then if you play the NordVPN ad, I'll go get a Red Bull. Do you need anything?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
All right.
All right.
Remember, we do have Fosh bounties in an hour.
Yep. Alright, my cast now, guys. Alright. Why did Jung copy Ben? I'll be real with you. I'm pretty sure Ben copied Jung. Like, unironically. Like, like, hear me out, guys. Like, hear me out. I'm going to YouTube, guys. I'm going to YouTube. I'm typing in Jung Rogaine, PUE. Alright. I'm opening his YouTube channel. Oh, let's see, he made some build guides. Ooh, my league starter. Locust Mine Power Siphon. Interesting, guys. Interesting. Now, I'm not saying he invented it, but it has nearly 300,000 views and is one of the most popular league starters. Pretty sure most people followed this specific video.
So, in light of this news... By copying Jung Ron's invention, do you think Ben should be disqualified? How dare he?
I think everyone should have private profiles, and everyone should hide all their secrets. Unironically though, if Jung hid his secrets, he would actually have an edge over Ben. Like an actual, like no joke, he would actually have an edge. But Jung is, he likes sharing his ideas for PoE. In fact, no. It's not, he doesn't like it, he needs to do it. He needs to be like, I'm smarter than you, I know what the fuck I'm doing. I've got a big brain. I have a PhD. Right, he's too smart. Fucking Jung Ron. He likes to snitch even on himself. Guys, this is Jung Ron. Ready? Watch this. You remember the DD Gauntlet? You played the Chieftain?
I do remember. I played Chieftain.
He was trying to keep it secret, and he fucking leaked it to me and Garatha. Because he was like, I have the best build. It's even better than Seismic.
Look at that purple atlas.
I have the better build. And he just gave hints. He was like, I can't remember exactly what he said, but he said, it's not hit-based, by the way. And he basically just leaked the entire build just by like typing in chat. Like, he didn't link a POB or a profile. He would just type like little shitty comments here. Oh, rip.
So, you know, it's a little bit like, you know, in shows, TV shows and stuff, the serial killer always has to let the police know. Like, he has to drop hints. Yeah. You know, like Jack the Ripper style.
Jung absolutely does that. And thank you for doing that, by the way, because that was one of the best gauntlets I ever participated in. Yeah, I crushed it, that gauntlet. So did you, so.
Catch me later.
The contracts have gauntlet modifiers. I was smart this time. Remember how we always like, Steel, bring it up. I brought it up this time, look.
I'm looking.
Boom. Look at that, I pre-saved it. So the way the zone modifiers actually work, it depends on the level of the zone. So you'll notice if you're in the campaign but you do lab, for example, Merc Lab, it'll actually have the white map modifiers.
Yeah.
And hell, it actually, interestingly enough, I didn't even know this myself till I played. In Act 6, you'll actually have the Act 5 mods for the first zone, I believe, if you go back to the Twilight Strand. Did you notice that?
No, I did not notice that.
Yeah, so that's really funny because it's actually tied to, I believe it's zone level 45 or 6. Yeah, it's funny. So it's not actually it's not actually by act, it's by zone level there.
But now that you pointed out, I remember I was like, that's a lot of projectiles.
Yeah, it's funny, right? And so obviously the contract, it just depends what contract you put in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell, you can go over this as well if you want, because I just have it here.
So just by getting a character to 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, or 95, you are in the raffle for some cool prices.
If you don't delete your character, don't delete your character.
So we do have a lot of things there. Obviously, the main price being the NVIDIA RTX 4080 Super. And then we do have... here we have loads of cosmetics that we bought off 2GG, and 2GG have supplied some as well. Plus, you do get a guaranteed mystery box by completing the campaign, and that is just allocated to you. So,
your character can be dead, but it needs to be... Don't delete it.
Don't delete it. And all of that will be drawn at the end. We can no longer draw, usually, the mystery boxes live at the end because there are more than 15,000, and then we don't have access to the names. So we can look at the ladder real quick, actually, and see what is... Can we bring up the PoE ladder? Because that shows the 15,000.
Yep.
Alright, let's look at what the last rank is. Wow. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is 100% the most played Gauntlet of all time because the highest level anyone's ever been, or sorry, the lowest level, highest level that 15,000 has ever been is like 52 on day 10.
Yeah, this is day 4, so...
That is nutty. So the numbers, if I recall the numbers on that Gauntlet, it was 55,000 players with 316,000 characters. So that means that we could very well see over like 80 to 90,000 unique. Well, we don't know. Anything over 50k is a win in my book.
Yeah, I think people are really enjoying the custom campaign. So first time ever having that is really cool. What a bloodbath! Yeah, it's also funny. They're almost all dead. Obviously, they're trying to make it. The campaign is
very hard.
Yeah, they're trying to make it to Act 10 Katawa.
Do you know, the only thing I was sad about with the campaign was that none of the bosses had, like, Cyrus Meteor.
Yeah, you wanted it to be a bit more fucked up than GGG planned for.
Yeah.
Like, you wanted, like, Exarch balls and everything.
Yeah, so I was hoping the Vals would have Exarch balls and stuff like that. But that's always something we can do next time. We wanted for this first one for me to have, like, no idea what was happening. Trinity was, I would like every campaign boss to be Trinity and Malachi level, to be fair. Next time. Maven seems to be the most impactful so far. Maven was really cool of the pinnacles.
Yeah.
Just do Trinity at 70 plus? Yeah, so I was level 71 or 72. And that was pretty okay. How far are you in the campaign right now?
I pretty much stopped after I beat Act 5. I didn't get too much further.
Yeah. Are you gonna finish it just to have done it?
See, that's the thing. If I'm not actually trying to clear it, I find it very hard to play games casually. So
Steel just doesn't know what it is to be casual.
I wouldn't say that. It's just more like I need a goal, and for me, the goal would be to actually get to Ubers, which technically is possible. I was doing some math. If it takes between 80 to 100 hours of gameplay to get to Ubers, which is about correct, I would say, for the Tricksters, there is actually enough time for me to do that and cast, but it's pretty full on. So
yeah, Karn's doing it Zeri.
Yeah, I think he wants those points back. Because obviously, you don't get the points on the dead character, on the new character, so you have to redo everything again. It's just normal, but yeah.
Didn't he have elemental damage on his axe? I remember.
He probably has brutality though.
Oh yeah. So I'm a little surprised though. I'm surprised that he doesn't just do similar to Ben, where you get all the gear before you get any points. Like, there's no really reason to get points on a weaker character when you're going to be stronger later. Like, what's the benefit there?
Mental, man. It's just all mental. Like, Khan felt like he was winning because he had rank 1 on the ladder, and that is very, like, motivating. So just getting a few points on the board obviously feels really good. But you look at Ben, I mean...
So this is normal at 0.
Like, because we need to have a conversation about this, by the way. People have been saying, and I quote, Ben fell off. Is Ben still playing? Did Ben die? Why is Ben ranked 12? Ben is none of these things.
That's true. People do not understand how the ladder works.
Yeah. Now, it's a boss gauntlet, right? Which means it's not over until somebody beats the gauntlet, right? So even if Khan has killed every single boss except for one, Ben could still beat him, even if he's killed 0 bosses, right? And I will also say there's a huge, like, I'm not sure if this was intentional on your behalf or how you decided to do it, but there is a fucking astronomical difference between, let's say, Uber Elder and Uber Elder. Like, it's like, how much harder would you say Uber Elder is compared to Uber Elder in the Gauntlet? Like, fucking like
8
10
times?
Yeah, it's fucked, right? It's a huge difference. So what Khan died to was some bit... Well, it's still content, don't get me wrong. Like, he's literally, the second or third person to even try it.
Yeah.
But compared to what we're expecting people to go up against, it's some baby shit.
It is baby shit, yeah.
Yeah, I think even Khan will say, like, he was just getting some points, getting that Watchstone. He wasn't actually bossing, really.
Yeah.
I think even Khan will say this. He wasn't supposed to die there. It was a surprise to him.
Does that mean that any of us can still win the gauntlet? So we are actually seeing more and more non-streamers and just like names we haven't seen before ever popping up on the gauntlet. Like we're getting supplied clips of people dying or doing bosses, and already this early we are seeing death clips to bosses, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you got the Sync boots.
Don't expect I think, yeah, you can see he's getting character name lead.
Yeah.
He is just getting those points. Like I said, it's a mental thing. Like, Ben doesn't care at all. Honestly, I genuinely actually think, because Ben's pretty smart about this competition-wise. He's used to competition. I wouldn't surprise me if he actually intentionally doesn't claim points. Because, like, not to say he's sandbagging, but by appearing less of a threat, it makes people, like, back off a bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because these races can very much so be a mental game.
True. Yeah, I remember Steel psyched me out one time. We were racing against each other, and we were both going for like 25, 30 hours. And then Steel said he was just going to do a quick food break.
No. It was, I was going to take a break and have a, a shower or something.
Yeah. And you slept.
No. It was the other way around. So I said I was going to bed.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah. So I said, all right, guys. I said, no, because I wasn't streaming.
I remember.
But I whispered you. I said, I'm going to go to bed, man. I'm fucking tired. I logged off. I even updated my status offline and all that shit. We're going to sleep. Good night, boys.
I remember now. It hurt me.
And then I logged on 20 minutes later, and I said I had a power nap. That's right. I said I had a power nap. And you were just mentally fucked. You were like... Because I said I was going to go for another 24 hours. Which, not true, by the way. I mean, I'm not Khan.
Yeah, it fucked me. So It very much is a mental game in these events as well. And I remember another time, too. This was in Blight League, where me versus Oscar, we were within 5 million XP of each other for 3 days. And we both faked going to sleep and came back 20 minutes later. So definitely is a lot of mental warfare.
Yeah. The more Ben waits too, the more likely it is someone goes to him to an Uber and gets some info. That's true. That's not a terrible idea. I don't think he'll do that though. I'm pretty sure he's gonna go in before anyone else because he doesn't even there are people not that far behind. I believe Jung said he was 24 hours behind. If he was to stall for that long, there's a non-zero chance he loses. He actually said before he went to bed, Ben said, that he believes his character was already powerful enough before he even went to sleep, pretty much day 3
Yeah.
to full clear. He was just basically min-maxing because he does have that window.
Yeah.
And he obviously there is that unknown as to whether or not there'll be extra mods in the Ubers. We don't know. I don't think there will be, but
I also don't think there will be. I also don't necessarily think there needs to be, because like between Maven, Uber Elder, like those two will be really, really messed up. I wonder how hard Cyrus will be. Like, how much do you think those Conquerors will scale? Because that's not something we've seen at Ubers. We saw in the normal version, they were really tanky. And they will have that haste and multi-proj. And there's a few things I can see happening. Especially like Vertania with that haste, 40% haste. She could get that full spin-off while you're inside the maze.
yeah.
And that could just take you out.
Yeah, it's gonna be fucked, to be honest.
The Drox Slam hasted will be like this big and just like first off.
Well, just real quick, showing you those Uber mods real quick, so you guys get the full context here.
Yeah. So
if you've done Ubers before, right? I mean, have you done Ubers? You already know they're pretty hard, right? And then just add this on top of the extra mods.
yeah, so its monsters take effectively 75% less damage because they already have so much damage reduction. Monsters deal 100% increased damage, and then monsters have 40% haste, 3 additional projectiles, 30% AoE, and you only have 3 portals, and Cyrus is there at the same time. Now, the multi-proj is particularly bad for Cyrus, Shaper, Uber Elder. It will also affect the Apparition, I think. Because that has that, like, Rain of Stars.
I have no idea because it's obviously some Gauntlet specific shit. I think it did work on Exile Apparition last time, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it will. Maybe, yeah, it's gonna be fucked.
The scariest thing with Cyrus, and a lot of people have said, like, oh, Cyrus doesn't do that much damage, but he does those ground puddles, and I believe they still have their disable regen and minus max. So if that touches you at the bad time when you're taking damage from something else, the puddle could take you out.
You talking about the Cyrus apparitions?
Yeah, does that geyser debuff you still?
No.
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
Okay.
Pretty sure it doesn't.
At least in 83 they don't. Okay, then they probably don't.
Yeah.
But there are a few unknowns. And again, could be new mods. Right, should we, before we do the flash bounties in 45 minutes, should we take a look at Alex's Oni-Goroshi run? He picked up the $4,500 Starforge PC, and a few of the fights would be cool to look, especially Maven. Don't know what else would be particular. Oh, Uber Elder and Maven especially.
Yeah, Kanawa just died, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I think Alk is being defeated by Recombinator boss. Yeah, Recombinators are OP, but it's not... the problem is actually alt-rolling for like rare mods, because the ES mods aren't rare. So if you're rolling for a low weighting mod, I think the flat LE rolls are quite low weighting, right? Like 100 or so.
Yeah. Well, almost killed him.
I'm not sure, but I saw he had the log and he was at like sub 50%, and he was taking more incoming damage.
Harvest.
Yeah, classic Harvest, yeah.
Harvest is very scary.
Yeah.
So Harvest syncs up their attacks.
Let's see. Now, not sure the best way to do this, because some of these will be the old submission and some of them will be the new one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If we find the bounty channel, the bounty channel and seeing the submissions there.
It's hard though, because there might be like.
I'll get production to get us the links of. We'll start with Alex's Maven. Discord and check ulti. We don't have a message from ulti.
I think it means in the thing.
Oh, there they are.
Nice.
Let's click on Maven. It's probably one of the earlier ones he did.
See, I don't see Maven.
Earlier, as in scroll up. Oh. Yeah, Maven's not there. Let's do Uber Elder then while we're waiting for Maven.
Which one?
Uber Elder. Here it is. So as you can see, he does have that Oni-Goroshi, which is not a beneficial thing for the build. No mana, not nothing. So that means that not only does he lose damage, but he also loses defense.
Why you guys complain about the music? This is classic Pee-wee soundtrack. I can turn it down though. Maybe.
Yeah, the music's really good.
There we go.
I actually used to, the first like 500 times I did Uber Elder, I would always listen to the same soundtrack and start it at the same time. Basically using it as like one of those music things. So I would always know at what point in the song that a squid would spawn or a ball would spawn.
I prefer Ty's metronome strategy.
I was basically metronoming just with a song.
Yeah, so some people were asking if Khan died to Uber Elder or just regular Uber Elder. He actually died to regular Uber Elder.
So he died to what we're seeing on the screen right now.
Yeah. And here we see Alex attempting it with, well, we already know he beat it, obviously, spoiler. But trying to fight with Oni-Goroshi Archmage.
In this fight, there's a tiny bit of damage. 30% damage, I believe.
Wake up!
I know. I'm so tired.
Yeah.
30% damage, a little bit more life. There's not that many mods in this, and then we have the Cyrus.
Yeah. Now, chat was asking what's different about this fight. Obviously, all the pinnacles will have extra new abilities. It's not just the extra damage, the extra life, the haste, the Cyrus apparitions. It's also...
Oh, and we do have the Drowning Orb here.
The Drowning Orb. And pay attention to those. Right now, we're only seeing one, which is pretty tame. That's not going to be too much of a problem.
Yeah.
But you'll see later on in the fight, it'll get worse and worse and worse, specifically in that last phase. When the bosses get hasted, they start spawning multiple Drowning Orbs, and it gets really, really hectic.
Yeah, because there's so much area denial, and for a lot of builds, that'll mean that you'll have a lot less damage uptime, and you might miss things like the balls might pop in bad locations, and you also might not be able to get all the squids, and those degens mess up most builds, especially with the extra damage that we're going to see in the Uber fights. And there we see the Drowning Orb.
Yeah.
In full effect.
And that was just one. It does, I'm pretty sure, I have to double check, but it does spawn multiple in the last phase, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think it just is on a timer. So the longer it takes you, the more messed up it'll get.
Yeah.
And like, it was really good there that you saw that he was like holding his invulnerability frame. And that is a really good habit to have on hardcore. Because when coming back into a fight, there could be any previous boss move still there, but invisible. So that's actually something I myself died to like very, very long time ago. And it was actually Ben that told me, he was like, oh, this is what you died to. And I was like, oh, thank you. I didn't know that could happen. That was back in like 2017.
Yeah, even veteran players like Quinn forget this lesson from time to time.
Yeah.
The boss animations essentially pause, so...
There's the Drowning Orb again. So it is quite impactful. Now, usually you only die to this mistake one time per player. It's a very memorable mistake.
Unless you're playing a softcore. I think I saw Mathel one time, just because, you know, fuck it, why not? I'm pretty sure he walked in, died to the exact same ability that was paused by breaking invuln.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Honestly, really good damage considering he does not have weapons.
Yeah, Archmage OP. Well, I should say Ice Nova OP, really. Yeah, Ice Nova has a really insane interaction with Spellico where it repeats twice, I believe. So it does massive damage.
Have you watched this full fight before?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, well, not this one.
That's what I mean. There's something fun that happens in this.
Oh. Who are we watching? So this was the Oni-Goroshi Bounty. This is not live, but this was the submission from Alex.
Yeah, so he was the first person to complete that, which means he will get a $4,500 Starforge PC.
All right, I'm watching this. So, does he tank a slam then? I'm thinking he tank. I'm just thinking, like, he's already gobbled the balls multiple times.
So here, now we're in the enrage phase. This is where you want to get it down fast, and that's where Culling Strike comes in handy. And you see that it gets more and more hectic.
Okay. Things look hectic, but normal. Okay.
There it is. I thought he was going to die there.
Yeah. You'll be glad to
very
know.
low, 25% life left.
You'll be glad to know the reason why he didn't die there is because, and this is fucking bizarre, don't ask me why, that's a spell. The Elder Slammer is a spell.
Or he would have died.
Yeah. It's, yeah. I don't know, it's just a quirk of GG.
So it actually used to be way, way deadlier before we got suppression. And we've seen like Rise dying to it, for example.
Yeah. I didn't even see it.
As soon as you get the Shaper down, the fight becomes very, very easy. The Elder alone can't really do much.
Yeah, this is one of the small advantages a Slayer would have over a Trickster, is they can basically cull that final phase.
So Tintan in chat asked, do only Ubers have 3 portals? So there's an interesting rule here to make it a little bit more interesting. Now, obviously, early, before going for points, you might see some contestants wanting to farm regular bosses. So the regular bosses have 6 portals. However, even on a regular Uber Elder, normal Exarch, etc., if you want points for that boss, you're only allowed to use 3 portals. On the Ubers, you always only have 3 portals, regardless of points or not, only 3 open, or rather 2 gets consumed when you go in. So that's basically to allow that early contestants that might be weaker should be allowed to farm bosses, but if they want points, they're only allowed to use 3.
Weird rule. Well, it's a way of making more tension in the fight. I actually disagreed. I like the idea of portals being a resource and being on that last portal. If it's a 6 portal fight, those are usually the most fucked arenas. But Ben, obviously, and you proved me wrong last Gauntlet. It was kind of it was a really great addition to the as a caster from last Gauntlet. So yeah, should be good.
Yeah.
Interestingly, though, it wouldn't apply here, though. Like, he could have done 6 portals.
He could have done 6 portals for this bounty.
It's only for claiming points.
Did Alex get the PC or not? So, Starforge does not yet have teleportation technology, so you can't just, like, finish, order something, and then, vroom, it appears in your living room. It does have to be sent and shipped.
You telling me you haven't, like, driven the PC to Alex's house already?
No, I'm so sorry.
Yet. Let's see, do we have Maven? We do. All right, let's check out Maven as well.
Beautiful night. We have confirmed the 1 million kills. That guy is fucking nuts.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Please ask if he's okay. So, for those that don't know, one guy managed to get the 1 million kills in Blood Aqueduct. So he picks up $500.
Hey, chat, would you farm Blood Aqueducts for 1 million kills, taking roughly, 70 hours probably, for $500? But yeah, would you farm Blood Aqueducts for like 70 hours straight for $500?
So he was level 87 in Blood Aqueducts. Oh, he's gonna have such an easy Act 9.
I don't even know if he will, because he's a Deadeye. I actually don't think he would, by the way.
Oh, he'll one-shot it though.
Maybe.
How many monsters are in Blood Aqueduct? Like 600?
Nah, more like 300 or 400, I think. It's actually pretty psychotic, dude. It's actually fucked.
That's actually the craziest thing. That's less than the US minimum wage. Yeah, but you gotta remember, a lot of our contestants do not live in the US.
Also, maybe he just really liked farming Blood Aqueduct.
Maybe he wanted Tabula. That's crazy, though.
Yeah. Did he specifically say Blood Aqueducts, by the way?
Apparently.
I mean, chat saying Foothills would be better, but like, maybe a tiny bit. I don't know. It's pretty psychotic either way.
$500 is like my monthly salary. Yeah, like depending on where you live, it is a lot of money. It is actually like quite a lot of money now. I believe me and Viro were looking at it, and in total price pools of the events we've arranged and given out, we're over $500,000 now in prize money that we've given out. I think closer to $600,000 or $630,000 in prize money that we've given away.
So, you know how everyone's saying, yeah, that was super worth it, I would do it? There's actually still a bounty for that. So get in the Blood Aqueduct right now.
True.
I mean, don't, because I think, you know...
Probably some people are close. Well, SBBs.
Yeah. But technically, there's still one more 1 mil prize bounty. 1 mil kill prize bounty.
Yeah. I think the biggest amount that one person has gotten in one event was probably Ben with like $12,000.
Was that the one where he won the raffle for 2K?
Yeah. Yeah, so we had, obviously we have a raffle for like level 90 or 95 characters at the end of the event, and Ben actually won that one time. Which is, I think there were like 300 or 200 other people that could have won.
Yeah. I love how every time we watch a Maven in the Gauntlet, we have the same reaction from chat every time. Same reaction we had, to be fair. It looks the same. Just wait.
Yeah, I was honestly sitting here despairing a little bit. I was like, oh no, they forgot Maven. It's such an iconic fight. They did not forget Maven.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so tempted to spoil all... Would you want to explain all the pinnacle changes, like, after this, or...?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. We'll leave this one to those who don't... for those who don't know, we'll leave this one until we see it, because we're about to see it. And then we'll go over all of them, because we will be seeing those soon when Ben goes in the Ubers. Or there's a non-zero chance, I wouldn't get your hopes up, that they've added new mechanics on top of everything we've seen so far. I'm not expecting that, though.
Yeah. If I remember right, GGD did all of this in like five days of working.
So we are spectating Alex. This is a bounty submission. This has been claimed, so spoiler alert, he kills the Maven here. And this was an Oni-Goroshi Starforge bounty. So this is not a real build. There is no Archmage Oni-Goroshi build. This is a literal debuff. He's just trying to claim a bounty.
Yeah. It's really cool too, because like when I was at Gamescom talking to Octavian, he said like, yeah, Neon had asked loads of devs to like think up some fun ideas for the campaign, and the one he told me about, he was like, I can't remember if it was Octavian that came up with it, but he was like the Act 2 boss might spawn architects instead of the normal summons, and I was like, that doesn't sound that impactful, but Act 2 ended up being one of the bigger filters, where apparently people said, Ziz, I wish you'd been in Global on day one. Everybody was getting wiped at Val.
Feels like a scammer short should be attacking, but he's casting spells. Well, there was a little bit of discussion. Essentially, it is a massive debuff, of course, to be equipped on an Oni-Goroshi on an Archmage character. He's getting nothing from that. He's basically running without weapons.
And he also, the guy from Starforge who made the bounty wanted to make sure that like a lot of people were able to participate and not just Slayers. It's still quite hard. Yeah, I wonder, which of the campaign changes do you think would fit in the normal game?
Oh man. None of the hard ones. I'll just tell you that right now. Obviously, we're not gonna have Maven in the fucking campaigns. You psycho.
So I actually don't think any of the campaign changes should go in. I think some of the boss ones make sense, like the Shaper being defended by the Shaper Guardians. That should have just been default. That was really cool. And then maybe remove some stages, because it having like 3 stages is kind of cringe.
And there it is, by the way.
Yeah, here it is, the last stage.
Yep. Beams and beams.
Beams and beams.
What the fuck? It's so good, isn't it?
Imagine if they get affected by haste somehow. That would have been fun.
Yeah, and you see him AFK this timer to give himself time for the debuff to wear off. Obviously, not a big deal to get the debuff during the memory game.
Yeah.
But you do not want to fight Maven herself with the debuff.
Now, a thing that is very different in the Uber version of this fight is that her standstill beam also applies the debuff. So right here, you can just tank it. But in the Uber version, if you get clipped by standstill, you will also get the debuff. And remember, you only have 3 portals. So you in no way can expend any portals until the last stage. And then it's going to be very tricky doing this fight with the Uber version.
Yeah, you can see how much less damage he takes than Khan. Do you remember Khan almost getting like, what, 60% of his HP gone?
Yeah.
That's just how OP spell suppression is.
I would love to see Quinn's reaction to this, because he's not a huge Maven fan.
Yeah, I've been seeing a little bit of discourse with Quinn and doing the Gauntlet. Some people are saying, is he banned from Gauntlet? Is he not allowed to participate? He's too good for the Gauntlet.
He just generally doesn't enjoy
when the game's too easy.
hard content like this.
No, he's too good for us, shit.
He does get a lot of Maven games here, memory games. Yeah, I think Card is using Recombinators. I haven't seen him craft much, but...
Okay, let's not be toxic. So this is what happened. Because I actually feel bad, by the way. I gave Khan a little bit of shit. It was just a bit of banter, bro. That he should be crafting gear with Recombinators. And then he obviously died. Rip Khan. And then in his chat, when he died, a bunch of people were like... You should have used Recombinators. Don't do that.
You're such a shitster.
No, I didn't type that. The chat did.
I know.
How could I know he was gonna die like immediately after? But I mean, technically speaking, technically.
There it is. You are just such a shitster. Should have seen him during Valheim.
Technically. It's fine, Chad. It's fine. He's gone again. He's 89. He is
killing it. He is killing it.
Absolute worst case scenario, he has the class he can still claim. Absolute worst case scenario. Is Uber Maven even going to be playable? Junk's in chat asking. Fucked if I know, to be honest. It's a little bit toxic.
I don't know. Okay, so I don't think Maven is necessarily the deadliest. But I do think the Maven is the hardest to finish. I don't know if you agree, Jung, but something that could end up killing people is trying not to log out and then, not being able to recover health. It does depend a little bit. Like there's obviously like the unknown of, imagine Uber Maven has something else on top of this. That is an unknown. But even if she doesn't, it is quite hard. So things that I can imagine that I personally think would be scary is obviously the Uber Maven mostly running out of portals. The interaction of the Conquerors at Uber Cyrus with the haste and the damage. They're obviously not normally scaled to be an Uber. So if they scale up to actual Uber power, it might be like fighting 2 bosses, 2 Ubers at the same time. If they're very tiny, especially with multi-proj. So I think Uber Cyrus will be one of the deadliest. The Exarch Beam is probably a little scary, and obviously like Exarch in general is a little scary. We did see Mosh dying to the Eater Fountains, so they could do insane damage in Uber, because everything will be scaling up, and we don't know how that interacts with haste. It could just be you touch it and you die.
I think it'll be fine. I'm pretty sure Mosh didn't have suppression or anything.
Right.
And he had 4k life.
True.
Because that was his quest.
True.
I think he was rushing a little bit.
We don't know fully there. What other bosses are there that are really deadly? Shaper shouldn't be too much trouble.
I have the exact opposite opinion, by the way. So if you look at, because don't think of it from like, you gotta think you're Ben. I'm Ben, right? We're Ben now.
We're Ben.
I've logged into a character with 70k ES. If you take a look at his POB, he has something like 300,000 max LE hit. No LE hit can kill him. No chaos hit can kill him. It's just physical damage.
You're Ben.
Yeah. Because it's actually fucking ridiculous how tanky that character is.
Ben said it's ridiculous.
So, yeah, normally, like, you would say Shaper Balls are rippy, right? In the Gauntlet on Ubers, right? They probably two-shot you. That character can't die. Like, I'm pretty sure it out-heals the Shaper Balls. You know how that's how tanky this character is?
Yeah.
Like, how fucked is that?
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, like, Ben and Alk warned us. Do you remember Alk saying, by the way, that the power creep is so high this league that you'd have to make it, like, ridiculous? I think it is tuned correctly, by the way, but I think it's going to get cleared, except for maybe, like you said, I was thinking Maven, and not even because he's going to die. I don't even know if anything will be able to kill him.
Uber Elder could kill him as well. Uber Elder is scary.
Yeah, but think about what there's only one thing that can kill him on Uber Elder. Literally just one mechanic.
The Degens, if they're everywhere,
He has 6k fucking ES regen, man. On top of 90 max cold res, spell suppression, and it's not just regular suppression, because a lot of people forget, he's not 50% suppress capped. He has something like 63%.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he'll drown or die,
but that's the thing. So with the slow from the puddles, the slow from being attacked in general.
He has permanent Quicksilver, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm still a little bit worried about Uber Elder. We will see soon enough anyway when we get there. But if he's not able to constantly attack, like he doesn't have any actual ES regen or recharge.
I've been told, by the way, it's actually 66 suppression, so it's more than I said.
Yeah. But he only recovers ES while he's attacking. So if he's not able to attack, he's not leeching. He doesn't have any regen, and then
he has Ghost Reaver, so his leech is really good though.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about him not having leech.
Yeah.
He uses Wormflat.
Oh, true. He
Yeah.
does have one step ahead as well. So
Yeah.
he won't get slowed. Oh, that is nice.
Yeah. Now, like, his build chat is exceptional. I think. Genuinely, no joke, if Ziz saw this POB before the Gauntlet started, because I know you're playing the character, but that's the thing. Playing, you had your character, right? But, I mean, would you have imagined your build is a day 3 Gauntlet character?
Well, it still isn't, but...
He's tankier than your character, by the way.
Is he?
Yeah. Because he's specifically gone out of his way. Okay, hear me out, right? He is crafting things like 90 max res permanent fortify, right? With extra max suppression.
Mm-hmm.
So you have more damage.
Yeah.
But he's opted specifically for defense.
Yeah. He only has 2,000 less energy shield than my trading character.
ES doesn't mean shit. He has 90 max res. How much did you have?
87, 86.
That's 30% more EHP, which eclipses, because he's going...
Although I would have just equipped a jewel for the bosses.
But that's the thing. Do you? I've watched you play. You don't. He does. I'm not... To be clear, I'm not saying...
I don't need to
I'm not saying your character is squishier.
Yeah.
I'm saying he will do everything before his boss prep makes his character like twice as tanky.
Yeah.
Still so toxic? No, I'm right.
No, he's not toxic.
Okay, hear me out. Still glazing? No, I'm not glazing.
He's not.
So, when you normally are playing the game, chat, do you res swap your... Now, he's not doing this tech, but you know how in Gauntlets we've seen people like Exile and Ben utilize res swap...
He's Ben-splaining.
Yeah, I am Ben-splaining. But you don't normally swap like entire sets of gear and jewels and harvest res swaps for max res and shields and stuff like that. We didn't see this tech until the Gauntlet and enchants and stuff like that. All this shit gets... Essentially, he has every single boss like strategized.
Yeah.
And you don't normally play like that.
Yeah, because in the normal game, you don't need to prepare this much, right? Even with like half of the defense we normally have, you're immortal to Ubers on hardcore.
Yeah.
So you don't need to do that. And for example, like MP just pointed out in chat, he harvests enchants his flask for every portal. So he will have loads of harvest juice to literally do like the max charges, so he can spam his flasks, make sure they never go out, etc.
Yeah. He won't do it on this specific setup because obviously he's got permanent flasks anyway, by the way.
Yeah.
But apply this exact same logic to, for example, right? He'll be res swapping every single max res jewel, so he'll actually have 90 max res. And if you know how res works in this game, even though Ziz said he had 87, just going from 87 to 90 is 30% damage reduction.
Yeah,
which is
like
huge.
even 75 to 76, it's like, it's not a 1% damage reduction, it's like a 4.25 damage reduction.
Yeah.
So it is a lot larger than it seems. Now, assuming he's immortal, he'll be completely fine. But if there are things in the fight that you want to get over quickly, that is where Ben's build is going to struggle a little bit. To give some examples, I think, is it 6 million damage he has right now?
I'd have to double check the POB because it's a bit fucky, but yeah, something like that.
So it's around 6 million. Now, obviously, he does have Val Lightning Strike, will be a lot of damage. Some things that could happen that could go wrong here is, let's say, on Uber Elder, he pops on Val Lightning Strike and the Shaper just teleports away. Then he's kind of blown his load in the wrong spot there, and that could be really bad. And this is a build that can get a lot more damage. Like Jung might be closer to 15 damage. And as an example, like my Trade League build, while being squishier, I have 70 million damage. And a huge benefit to having a lot of damage is that you just can blow past any boss mechanics.
Yeah, that's another big thing as well. He is going to play very well. He's not just going to go in and press VLS and the boss dies. He's going to be dodging everything that he needs to dodge, tanking what he can tank. Yeah.
He is going Zenith. Can't do that. Can't do Zenith for the one-hander.
Yeah. Oh yeah, also chat corrected me. It's 23% damage reduction. By the way, only in a PV chat are people going to be like, it's actually 23.33%, repeating of course, and that's only against bosses that don't have penetration. Yeah, I understand that, believe me. I've killed all the Ubers in SSF Hardcore. I get it. I get it.
He is him.
Yeah.
This is a previous Gauntlet winner, chat.
Yeah, I get it, guys.
Wonder why Ben didn't go for Swallowing. He dropped that. He said he didn't like it. Ruthless player, by the way.
Yeah, also, I've beaten all the non-Uber content in Ruthless SSF Hardcore, by the way. Huh?
Kind of embarrassing you didn't kill Ubers, to be honest.
You know, I said if I was given 2 more months, I think I could have done some Ubers.
I think so,
genuinely.
What would you have gone as your first one?
Fucked if I know. Not Uber Shaper.
Yeah, Shaper's messed up.
Yeah, fucking shit. Fucking benchies.
You tell those Benjis steal.
Fucking benchies.
All right. We can go look at our competitors again. So we have Karn still doing Betrayal. I guess he just wants Veiled Orbs. Or do you think he's just doing it for Goricious? I'm not sure what he's farming right now.
Probably Veiled Orbs, man, honestly.
Yeah, he does already have a very good weapon. But does Lightning Strike need Veiled Orbs that bad?
Yeah, I feel bad for Alk, by the way. I think every time we've tuned into him on the cast, he's just been like Scour Alking, Chaosing, Alt-Rolling Reaver Swords.
Yeah, I feel bad.
This is the last Gauntlet. Didn't he literally rage quit because he failed to craft a weapon?
Yeah. Has he not hit one at all? Oh, he just hit tier 1 cold.
Oh, he got one.
Oh, but he already had cold.
That's fine.
Lightning.
Because you're always going to have a duplicate because you don't go cold. Well, actually, I'm not sure on the math, but usually you don't go 1 + 2. You go 2 + 2.
You're way better orb combiners than me. I really never used this method.
Hey, chat, maybe you guys know. Is Alk doing 2 + 1 or 2 + 2? So to explain to the cast, obviously, you can either go for let's say you wanted cold fire and lightning on a sword, right? You could recombinate cold and fire plus lightning, or cold and fire plus lightning plus fire, or lightning plus cold. And that will increase your chance a lot. I think roughly 3x, by the way.
Yeah. So what are the odds here that he, with a 2+2, what are the odds that he gets triple tier 1 prefix?
It's 1 in 3. I think it's 31% exactly. And I think it's like 11% if he does 2+1. I'll have to double check
How
that.
many has he failed, chat? He's missed 10 plus.
Fuck.
Why does he need an elemental sword? So he is going to be playing Molten Strike of the Zenith, which is incredibly strong. And while we just said that Ben will only have around 6 million damage, the Molten Strike of Zenith build can get upwards of 90.
I mean, we've been linked POBs even higher than that, right? Like, that skill is broken. And it's not even, here's the thing, that's DPS. You could theoretically, and I don't know if they would do this, you can theoretically, like, how would you word it? Like, you set up the attack for the Zenith Strike, because essentially you have regular strikes and then you have one big Zenith. Yeah, you can like snapshot it.
Yeah.
Preload it. You definitely would preload it.
And you can focus.
Yeah. So it's a ridiculously strong bossing skill.
Someone just dropped Replica Alberon in the Gauntlet. That's fun.
Yeah, I saw that post from Reddit actually.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Wonder if they'll do a build with it. It's pretty hard to get the gear.
Wouldn't it be easier if he alt-rolled and rerolled for the second T2? No. Recombinators are strong enough that you just want the single T1.
Yeah. And like, there's too many, like, rerolling is too risky anyway. Because you don't want any other prefix. Because if you had, let's say, tier 1 lightning and then tier 3 physical, you are going to hit that tier 3 physical.
Yep. Yeah, it's a bit complicated, but if you can only get 2 mods, and the 2 mods are both good mods, you win. But if you had a third mod, it's basically guaranteed to land the dog shit third mod. You're essentially like cucking yourself.
Yeah. How do you farm all the ults for recoms? So a lot of our contestants have been doing this from very early in the Gauntlet, where they all went Expedition, or at least the majority of our competitors went Expedition, because they were trying to get a lot of alterations. And obviously Tuyen does sell a lot of alterations, and you just pick up every jewelry, every belt, etc. to vendor and get as many as you can.
Yeah. So I just asked, could you go 2+3? If you had 3 mods, you won already.
Yeah.
Like if you have T1 Fire, Cold, and Lightning, you.
Like we are specifically talking about prefixes here. It's not like he's trying to hit 3 prefixes and 1 suffix. He's only caring about yeah. Karn says Veiled Orbs and just a lot of stuff is what he wants from Betrayal.
Makes sense.
Probably wants XP as well. He is very low level.
Yeah, he does need to hit 95 at least to claim points for the Gauntlet.
Yeah. What are the big red circles that act on called, and what do they do? So they are a Fizz degen, and it's basically similar to the puddle that Malachi normally spawns in his last phase. You take 2 magic and 2 magic and it turns rare 3. Like yes, but when we're talking about 2, we're talking about 2 prefixes, so it would already be rare.
Yeah, actually, I'll do a little bit of a sidetrack here. So in Path of Exile, because I get linked this a lot, I'm sure you do too, where someone will link you an item and they'll say like, hey, how do I finish crafting this? And maybe it has like flaring with celebration, right? This is the incorrect way to craft an item. Usually the correct way to craft an item is to actually either do the prefixes or the suffixes first. And our recombinators are especially true for this. So recombinators will actually roll the prefixes and the suffixes almost completely separately. There's a little bit more to it than that, but essentially you do the prefixes and then the suffixes. So when Alk's trying to craft this sword, for example, he doesn't care about the suffixes at all. It could have stun duration or accuracy. He doesn't care. He's only going for those prefixes.
Yeah.
Alk is going to quit at this rate. Yeah, he looks a little despair.
Yeah, I mean, I can't blame him. So generally we do try to avoid too much RNG in the Gauntlet. So some suggestions we've had from chat would be, for example, like different bosses being ghosted and stuff. The reason we avoid that is there are, of course, different ghosts. So if some person got like an alchemy ghost that disables potions and somebody else didn't, that would be really bad. So we try to minimize RNG in the gauntlet. That's because Cortex and stuff normally isn't a part of the gauntlet because there is so much RNG with the Cortex.
Oh, he got it at least.
Oh.
Oh, dude, I think if Alka nulled the fire on that last null, he was gonna rage, dude. Like, he was, like, pre-loading, like... I could sense the sanity draining there.
Yeah. Well, I hope he hits it. In the meantime, we are 7 minutes out from flash bounties being announced. So I think we can do a quick we'll play a Twitch ad as well. We do 3 minutes per hour, so we do appreciate the support, of course. And we'll play a ad from one of our sponsors at the same time. So we'll pop off the Starforge ad. We'll do the, yep, that one. All right, and we're back. Weird. I have it now. But it's really interesting. I only heard, that's so funny. So on my end, I heard until it crashed in the ad, and then it like crashed in my headset.
I need a new PC then.
That's funny. But yeah, huge thank you to Starforge for being part. And obviously we just saw the Starforge bounty being claimed yesterday. So Alex picked up the Oni-Goroshi Voyager 2 Elite PC for $4,500. Really good PC. So that's awesome. Very excited for that. And we do have 5 minutes left, and then we'll have some flash bounties. And the ones today are actually provided by community members. So we did have a few people that were really enjoying watching the race say, hey, can we do some bounties while the race is already underway? Which is yes, is the answer to that. So we will see what they are in a few minutes.
Yeah, so what Alk's trying to do here, I'll just explain just one more time. He is trying to recombinate Reaver Swords to get T1 Ellie, Fire, Cold, and Lightning. Now, the correct way to do this is to alt roll, but he's completely exhausted all of his resources. He's out of alt, he's almost out of chaos. He's just desperately trying to scour Alk. I think he's got maybe 200 scours left, and then he'll be completely drained of pretty much all currency. Not the best luck. That is T1 Cold though.
So he has been hitting a few tier 1s. So
Yeah,
now, is he trying to get...
Lightning, I think, on its own.
Right. Is he trying to get Lightning Cold, Lightning Fire? What's he aiming for? I didn't see... Because he has one with 2 right now.
Yeah,
but...
I can't remember what the double one was. Maybe chat knows. He does have one double, and obviously when he does do this, even if he fails, he probably will end up with at least a double. And yeah, we were also told he's used about 13 attempts so far, the average being 3, I believe. So he's had a really rough go of it on this sword. Ben also had similar bad RNG. The difference there is it's a lot easier to craft the energy shield gear than it is to craft this sword. The sword has much lower weightings. He needs lightning. Yeah.
Damn. Well, I hope he gets it.
Yeah, I actually don't remember how essences work. I'm not gonna delve into it because it's a little bit confusing even for me. I know that you can only have one... Maybe it's to do with the suffixes because it's an exclusive mod.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure it can transfer one exclusive mod.
Oh, is that tier 1 Lightning? No.
Yeah. We'll uninstall if he doesn't hit it. I mean, if he's trying to scour Alk for specifically T1 Lightning and he has 200 more tries, this is he about to die? Is this gonna be like the last gauntlet? Oh no.
I hope he doesn't give up because like he is so geared. It would be really cool to see him just YOLO go in before Ben and finish. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I don't think he's going in on the slammy boy though. It's too slow is the problem.
How ready is Al for a respec?
Yeah, that's the thing. I wouldn't say this is down to RNG. I think he's getting fucked. Like, okay, so let me word this correctly. There's always RNG in PoE, right? Always, with everything in the game. He's just had an exceptionally bad, like, stroke of RNG here. He should have hit this sword 3 times already. No, almost 4 times, actually.
Yeah.
No, almost 5. Yeah, like, oh he got the lightning, but it's tier 2. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, he's getting exceptionally unlucky here by the sounds of it. I mean, yeah.
It happens. Sometimes people get lucky, sometimes people get unlucky. I do think generally in the Gauntlet, it is usually not decided by RNG.
Why not settle on tier 2? Because honestly, you don't need to is the answer.
Usually.
I think he's maybe a little tilted. To give you an idea, chat, he should have crafted the sword that he's after roughly 4 times now.
Yeah.
This is not so much a case of the race being up to RNG as it is Alp just getting fucked completely. Yeah.
He's very unlucky. All right, we are going to announce the flash bounties. Do you want to bring out your notepad?
Yep. By community members. All right. So did they make these bounties then? All right.
Yeah. And before we announce them, remember, if you like the bounties and things like that, you can contact Viro, get in touch with him, and see if you can create a bounty. And obviously, anything you donate to the prize pool does get doubled. So these people, what they've doubled does get doubled. Not for the bounty, but the additional goes into the prize pool. Right. Jern Axe. I'll show you the spelling there.
Huh?
Jern Axe, the top one, under bounties for tomorrow. Just his name, so you have it.
Oh, I thought you were saying during axe.
Jern Axe.
No, as in like during axe. Hang on, let me get the name down. Juggernaut. All right.
Okay, the player that provides proof of having the lowest passive voices by the end of the gauntlet wins $100.
By the end of the gauntlet?
By the end of the gauntlet.
So obviously lowest is 1 to 7, correct?
Yep. And
or is it 1? Yeah, it's 1 to 7, right? Yeah.
Yep. And the next one, and this is on a 24-hour timer by Wimpy.
Wimpy.
24-hour timer. So this ends 2 p.m. UK time tomorrow. $125. Fastest time to complete the quest Mercy mission on a fresh character using only the starting weapon and skill gem while using a melee weapon starting class. The character must use basic movement to go to and return from Hailrake with the quest item and must reset the coast on the return journey.
Yeah, Vera should just copy paste this to me because this is a wall of text, this one.
Yeah, and there are additional rules too, and everything will be fully explained in the Flash Bounty channel for the rest of the rules.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a copy paste though.
So that is in the Flash Bounty channel already. We have production working on that. Yeah. So it's a bit of a puzzle, but it is a relay race.
Alright, here we, oh my god. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna show it. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, here we go. This is better. Alright.
Sheesh!
Alright, so we have,
$125, 24 hours to get it. Do you want to read it?
Alright. No roll, roll, no chocolates, no use musical, no use video.
Did I actually read it?
No, not really.
Okay. A fresh character on a melee weapon. So you can be a duelist, a marauder, shadow, or a templar. You must show your character creation in your submission. The area of the coast must be reset on the return journey after killing Hailrig. You are not allowed to use a logout, manual or otherwise. No macros allowed. No shortcuts. No use of movement skills. No use of waypoints or portal scrolls. No skill point can be allocated. The timer must start from character movement. Only 2 kills are allowed. Hillock and Hailrig. So you're not even allowed to kill the fake Hailrig. So there's one Hailrig called Hailrig and the other is called also Hailrig. Only 3 items are allowed to be looted. Starting melee weapon, starting skill gem, and the medicine quest item. You're not allowed to use any supports. Show kills to prove only 2 monsters were killed during the run.
Can you even exit the beach with the zombie kill?
No. No, so it does need to be 3 kills. You do need to kill the starting zombie.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure there's like a red wall or whatever, right? Yeah, this is
So you are allowed to use...
Oh, you can? Oh, but then you don't get a weapon, right?
Are you supposed to auto attack?
Wait, so you... Fuck me, that's so cancer.
Oh, you're not supposed to do this with a skill gem. That's fucked. No, it says starting skill gem. Only 3 items are allowed to loot. Starting skill gem. So it does need to be 3 kills allowed then.
Well, you don't need to... Yeah. Shit.
It does seem like he wouldn't have put starting skill gem there if you weren't supposed to kill the starting zombie.
Yeah, Charlotte, we might have to like amend his role and have it be 3.
Yeah. So 3 kills allowed. Hillock, Hailrig, and the starting zombie. Also, I need a quick toilet break.
Alright, this will be in the P-Way Racing.
Good luck with that one.
Where is it? It'll be here.
Yeah, you're not allowed to kill both Hailrigs.
Yeah, it'll be here if you need to if you need to get the rolls. So, shit. Doesn't Maven spawn zombies too? Well, not Maven, but Uber Hillock does. But you won't be able to kill those. Honestly, you're not supposed to kill those anyway. I skip those when I kill Uber Hillock. Are they gonna stay out for Ben's boss rush? Okay, full disclosure. I'm gonna sleep after this cast. Ziz is not gonna sleep. So if I wake up and Ziz is still awake, by the time Ben wakes up, then we can do a extra cast. But yeah, it's gonna be rough. What were you saying about Al Kaiser, by the way? You were saying, is he despairing? Is he despair? Are you guys in the UK? Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's full dooming. Yeah. I mean, I don't think he would be dooming if Ben wasn't literally about to go into bosses, right? Because it's only day 4. But obviously with Ben fully geared, even, you know, Jung as well, mostly geared, he is running out of time. Because I don't think Alk wants to be the 3rd or 4th person to enter. So I guess he's getting a bit tilted. Honestly, you wouldn't think Alk gets tilted. Like, he doesn't strike me as the type of person to get tilted, but I guess he just doesn't show it as much. Because I'm very verbal with my when I get tilted, it's very obvious. But when Alk gets tilted, he's yeah, a bit different, I guess. He said he doesn't care about the Gauntlet. Yeah, I think when Alk says he doesn't care, okay, maybe he'll disagree with this, but when Alk says he doesn't care, I think that's him. Yeah, I think that's him being tilted. Like, that's like, I mean, I think rage quitting because he didn't craft the sword after 12, 13 Recommendators is the opposite of not caring. I think that's like that's like the, you know, he might say he, you know what I mean, to me, yeah, but it's very understandable. It's very understandable. Like, I get it. Yeah, I get it. It's very understandable. Yeah. He said he would rather play D4. Shit. You guys playing D4 chat? You guys excited? You guys heckin' love D4? D4 enjoys. What's that? I'm pretty sure Ziz said he's gonna play D4. You guys gonna play D4 chat? Why pay more money for the same game? Because Blizzard only made $1 billion. Or 100 million. How much did they make? I don't even know. Too much money. Yeah, was it $1 billion? With a B? I think it was, right? Hey, look, Ari. Ziz is on the toilet. So... Ziz! Lakari Rain! Ziz! He's on the toilet. Classic. Yeah, we're just doing some Gauntlet casting. We actually saw you try the Gauntlet as well, Lakari. Interview Lakari. I'm sure Ziz would love to talk to Lakari about the Gauntlet, but he's on the toilet. I hear people like my new bounty. Yeah, they. I mean, normally I write them down, but that was mini rules. I don't quite fully understand the bounty myself. I think it's like you basically have to not kill anything but Hillock and Hailrake, basically, right? How the fuck do you cast this? They're just mindlessly farming 99% of the time. So the day one cast is usually really fucking great. Honestly, it's usually pretty easy because you get to see people try out the campaign, and the campaign is chock full of content. I'm sure Lakari, if he's still here, will agree. It's really interesting campaign. Then the day 2, 3, 4 casts are usually talking about rips, talking about some early boss attempts, gearing processes that people go through. Each gauntlet's different as well. For example, in this gauntlet, there's different strategies, like people are using recombinators this time, and obviously builds as well are interesting. This time we've got Zenith and Ephemeral Edge Lightning Strike. Might not be interesting because you might be like thinking about the current league, but I find it interesting because of the changes between this gauntlet in terms of power and the last gauntlet. Like, for example, this gauntlet, the builds have like potentially up to 5 to 10 times the damage that we had last gauntlet, depending on the build, of course, which is insane. And not just damage creep, but defense creep. Like the Trickster build is also way tankier, which is really interesting. Oh, Lakari raided, by the way. So
oh, cool.
Yeah, he's in chat.
Lakari, thank you for the raid. Oh man, I would love an interview with Lakari actually, if he has time.
Yeah, I told you, chat. Yeah.
It's been fun. How far did he get?
I'm not sure actually. Last I saw, he was in Act 2, but that was yesterday. That wasn't today. So this is looking very handsome. Yeah, we do have the blazers on, obviously. You know.
And we've both lost like a lot of weight since the last cast.
Yeah. My poor blazer chat doesn't fit anymore.
Yeah, we'll buy him a new one for next time. Either that or I'll give him a bunch of cookies for next time.
Yeah. One way or the other, I'll fit into the blazer.
Yeah.
Did we see any Ubers yet? So that's the other exciting part of the cast. Obviously, when people actually start bossing, that is hype. And no one started doing Ubers yet, but we do believe Ben will go in roughly 10 hours or so. Maybe a bit longer. Like, obviously, he's going to have maybe some last-minute adjustments, time to wake up. I don't think he's going to go into the Ubers immediately after waking up. That's kind of cursed.
Yeah. What did you do to lose that much weight? So I was drinking 6 cans of Cokes a day, and now I don't. Like, I outside of special occasions, don't drink soda anymore.
Yeah.
I drink Red Bull during the cast because tired, but yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just not eating much food. I found out, by the way, I'm still fat. Like, I am. I need to lose, like, 8 more kilos, and then I'll be at, like, a healthy weight. I'm still...
Yeah.
I lost 20 kilos, and I'm still overweight.
Yeah, we would love to interview Lakari, but I don't know if he's in chat, and we don't really have a way to reach out to him. I did try DMing him on Twitter, too. But we need a way to reach him.
Not nearly as bad as Quinn. Yeah, did you know Quinn... He's like weighing himself on stream now. Guess how much he is.
Quinn.
Yeah.
4. So he's 5'4".
I'll give you a clue.
Wait. 67 kilos.
It's the same weight as IQ.
Oh, 32.
No, 85.
What? He's not 85.
Yeah, which is this. I was 80. What did I say I was? 86, I think, or 88.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, is he that big?
Yeah, so he's like me now.
That's crazy. He doesn't look it.
Nah, no. He has more muscle though, and he is taller than me. He's not 5'4".
He does have more.
I'm 5'4". He's like 6.
But he's not taller than you.
Is he? He is. He's closer to your height. Remember, Mathel's the one who's my height.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Mathel and me are similar height, and Ziz and Quinn are similar height. F. I am dropping frames. This is your fault, because technically, it's hard dropping frames too.
Is Steam on and downloading or anything?
I actually don't even have Steam open, by the way. See?
Oh no.
I closed Steam. Obviously, I can obviously. Fuck. Should I just close the tool for a second?
Yeah, see if that helps.
No, it's still dropping frames, man.
I'll message the ISP real quick. Apparently YouTube is fine.
That's wild. Well, okay. You know what? Fuck Twitch. Hey, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
All right, it's all you now, guys.
Oh, that means it's not an ISP issue. It's the Twitch server.
Yeah, it's not fine because maybe it's better now, but it's still dropping frames. Yeah, look at it. You can see it's red connection. Oh. Our time to shine. Yeah, we can only cast to YouTube now. We promise to behave.
Yeah, so the fact that it is good on YouTube and not on Twitch
means I can put this back on, which is good.
Means that it is the Twitch server. That's unfortunate. Twitch was having issues yesterday. It's trying to catch up. Hopefully it'll stabilize. Oh, we're green!
Yay! Alright, we're back.
We're green. Alright, what were we talking about? I can't remember.
Weight loss.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. To be fair, I was watching the WoW race cast, and they talk about random shit too.
Yeah, I mean...
They were talking about, what is a sandwich, a soup, and something else. Like, they were saying a hot dog is a sandwich.
Hot dog is a sandwich.
And the ocean is a soup.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I agree with the ocean as a soup. Because it's not something prepared to be eaten. Like, for something to be a soup, it needs to be prepared.
I think they were talking about separating everything into 3 categories. I can't remember what the third one is.
Bread?
Yeah. No, because they've said bread is a sandwich or something.
Oh, right.
Or maybe I'm not sure.
Cake? Cake, soup, and sandwich? What's the fuck Walmart memes? I don't get it. I watched the cast, but I still didn't understand the fuck Walmart.
I have no idea. Hot dog is a sandwich? Yeah. Oh, you think the Twitch chat as well is giga delayed too now? I hate that.
Is what? Oh.
Yeah. Oh, well, it is what it is. It's okay.
Yeah. I mean, it usually doesn't happen.
Alright. Anyway, we can switch out some POVs real quick.
Yeah, let's look at Pox Reroll. And then we'll look at Vizniz and Terrence. Middle right. They're all in the middle.
Business. Wait. Well, business is already on.
Oh.
So we have Terrence.
Puck's on the right middle.
We have Puck. Oh, we can take a look at Lance then instead.
Yeah. Lance is still Hexboss Mines. I think he just needs the edge to swap over.
Yeah.
I love that he has a gauntlet.
Yeah, I heard him saying he wanted to swap to CI soon. I did hear some contestants talking about when to swap to CI. You don't technically need to wait until you have the gear that Ben had. You don't need like perfect gear. Jung swapped a little bit before that, and Lance is I think going to swap well before that. Because I do think
is he
CI...
pending Doom?
No, he's Hex Plus Mines. Oh, you mean Park? No, he's wait.
Yeah?
I think he's just Flame Blast now. Wait, where do you see Impending Doom? Am I dumb?
I saw 3 curses go down. Am I stupid? His right click is a curse. Maybe I'm stupid.
Maybe he's just doing Spell Cascade or something.
Yeah. He loves Impending Doom Ignite. I know, that's why I'm curious. Just beat the campaign with a Lightning Spider Trap Scion. Thank you for the great event. You're welcome.
Hang on. What the fuck?
That's very cool. I hope you're all enjoying the event. We'll take a look here at Pop.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious. Is he actually...
I could be wrong.
No. I think you're right, actually.
Hey, look at his gloves.
Yeah. He's playing Doom Blast. That is Impending Doom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lol.
Basically.
Puck plays some
That means that he
weird...
has Impending Doom in his gloves. Or, maybe not.
Doom...
He's basically an Impending Doom build.
Yeah. Yeah, some weird shit, I'll be honest with you.
That is strange. It'll be interesting to see. Obviously, we do aim for the event to be doable by the top competitors anywhere between day 4 and 8. And then we do have it a 10-day event just to make sure that everybody gets 2 weekends to be able to participate. And we were able to see Alex putting on an insane performance, and he is still playing now today. I don't know if he's still on, but he was on earlier. No. He was on earlier, so maybe getting some hours in before work. But it really goes to show that even if you have 3 jobs and 6 kids and 3 wives, you can still go very well in the Gauntlet with a busy lifestyle because of the 2 weekends. So it really is anyone's game.
Yeah. I mean, he might not necessarily get rank 1 overall. I don't think that's his plan. But bounties are a thing, and he's actually claimed... Now, I shit you not. I believe it's $6,000 worth of prizes so far.
Yeah, and if he gets that class rank 1, he can get over $10,000 without, like, even taking time off work. That's crazy good.
Yeah. Although, now, to be fair, though, Alex is a very skilled player, and he does actively practice. But, yeah, still very, very fucking impressed.
Yeah. And if you're enjoying the event, one of the things you can do to support, maybe we're in full screen. We'll show off Steel's mousepad. Is we have these for sale until the 12th of October.
I can help you.
Thank you. 12th of October.
There you go.
You can pick up one of these. There are 2 other designs as well, but very cool, high quality mouse pads.
Yep.
They're like very nice desk pads.
Yeah, or a shirt.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, someone asked, do we wash these shirts? Do you?
Huh?
Do you wash the shirt while
So
casting?
I have 4.
Yeah, so I don't. Sniff.
Did I only get you 1?
No, you gave me 2.
Oh, okay.
So it's
That's
not,
what I thought.
I did the I just let it like sort of wash itself on the floor.
I'm being wafted.
I only wear it for the cast though, so it's okay.
It's a good thing we do short casts.
Yeah, it's very potent.
It's very potent and pungent.
Very
No, it's good. Steel's not particularly smelly. Do you know that there is a gene that a lot of Asians have? I think it's like East Asians specifically, that their earwax is dry, and because of this, they have borderline no body odor. It's really fascinating to read about.
This gene, I can confirm. I'm very pungent after I shower dailies.
It's really fascinating.
I did not get this gene.
I read loads about it. I love genetics and stuff. It's true. Yeah, it's fun to read about.
How do you know this?
I love genetics and stuff, and like it's really fascinating.
Jung advantage. Maybe we can get an interview and ask Jung Roan if he smells. Holy shit, guys.
Still is one of the 0.0% of players who actually shower daily. Yeah, I shower daily too. I think most people do.
Not regular showers, shit. Yeah, that's true, Genax. I actually, I guess we're just kind of rambling at this point, but there's a bunch of health benefits to losing weight that I didn't think about. Like, my back actually felt a lot better.
Yeah.
My breathing got better too.
Energy levels.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm so confused. Please write like how often you shower in chat. Like I would say daily.
I do daily.
It's very rare that I don't like. I don't wake up properly without a shower.
A shear.
I sometimes shower twice a day.
Yeah, see, YouTube showers daily. So one guy typed it 2 times.
I love it.
Okay, showering twice is a bit... I get it though, because
it's nice to shower before bed.
You gotta shower before work, right? And then you want to shower before bed because it's like extra cozy then. It's extra nice. I get that. I just get a bit stinky. I'm a stinky. I mean, the bed's just for me though.
Hair every 2 days, body once a day. Yeah, I usually always do like my hair as well. I have to shower or my like hair won't style.
But you know who isn't showering? Our contestants.
True.
It's downtime. It's inefficient.
True. Oh my god. Do you know what we should have? We should have like a dry shampoo sponsor. No, they wouldn't use that anyway. I was thinking like the perfect sponsor for the Gauntlet would be like Factor meals because they have like pre-prepped meals, like ready meals.
They don't have them in the UK, by the way.
Oh, really?
I actually tried. I wanted to.
Yeah.
It would have been perfect for me, but...
Yeah.
Sad.
I wonder like what would be like the most... I mean, Red Bull would make a lot of sense. We have worked with them before. What would be the... Oh, diapers. Diaper sponsor would be smart. Sponsored by Head and Shoulders. Wonder what would be like the smartest sponsors for the Gauntlet.
I can't remember. You had a really good one. Maybe I was thinking of Factor, but yeah, there was a good one. I was thinking about it a few days ago and I've forgotten. I would have brought it up, but...
Therapy.
True.
Wasn't like... I'm pretty sure... Weren't those like BetterHelp things? Isn't that like Scammy? I think it's Scammy or something. Caffeine? Yeah. Adderall.
A good glove sponsor? That would be funny.
P-Bucket? Good chairs? Oh, true. Dude, imagine getting sponsored by Herman Miller. That'd be so nice. Any update on the Neon interview? No, he's so busy at the moment.
Yeah, I guess we can have a little bit of a side cast if you guys are okay with it. Didn't they have some big PV2 news? It's not confirmed yet, to be clear.
So, while it is soft confirmed, so in a Tokyo Game Show interview, Jonathan confirmed that the PoE2 beta is going to have 3 acts and the endgame. So they don't have Act 4 to 7 finished. So that means that, I don't know if we'll have like a normal Cruel and Merciless, or it'll just be like 3 acts and boom, off you go to endgame. But that seems to be the case. And in the interview, he did also say that it would be paid early access. Now, no numbers are confirmed, but the way they've done it in the past, and this is how every beta has been that they have a access supporter pack usually. This was in the past where it cost $30 and you got access to PoE2, and then you got a few like cosmetics and $25 worth of points. Everyone that has already spent $500 or more does not have to buy that $30 supporter pack and already gets in for free. That's how it worked previously. And then obviously PoE2 itself, when it comes out, is free. But that'll be 6 months to a year later.
Yeah, I was... I'll just be the one to say it. I was slightly disappointed to hear Because we actually have seen footage of the acts before, right? Act 1, 2, and 3, right? Which means, technically speaking, we're getting content we've already seen. Obviously, it's very different to actually get to play it, which is cool, but I was hoping to get to experience a bit more of PoE 2.
Well, they are going to be releasing the rest of the ice during EA, so we could see very often wipes. Like, obviously, this is not... So there are multiple types of early access. The one that has gotten a lot of community backlash for multiple games is the one where you pay $30 to start playing 4 days early with no wipe. So you basically get a 4-day head start. That is not the case here. There are going to be multiple wipes, and obviously, of course, a final wipe before actual release, and release itself is free, $0. And do remember that any stash tabs that you buy in Path of Exile 1, you get in PoE 2 for free, and same with any cosmetics as well. And yeah, we haven't seen the end game, so that is very exciting.
Yeah. I'm definitely lowering my expectations for PoE 2. Not even in a toxic way, more like in a... I'm gonna reframe my state of mind to that this is like a re-release of PoE reimagined from back in the day. So this is going to be a journey, right?
MP's up against Dodri.
Yeah.
She's quite scary. And see that decoy coming in clutch. I does so much damage.
Yeah. He like 3-shot her almost. Yeah.
Wow.
How does he have a 6-link? Is he using a tabula, you think?
Yeah.
That's not a tabula though, that's a full plate. He actually has an actual 6-link.
Honestly, I personally am quite surprised that they are... Like, I think what they're doing with cosmetics and stash tabs is quite generous. I think that you literally, like, any stash tabs you have in PoE 1 and cosmetics going to PoE 2 for free is very generous. Like, in another game called Smite, I was very surprised to see the Smite developers getting backlash. So this is a whole new game, and they're giving anyone that spent money on Smite 1 half the amount. So if you spend $1,000, you get $500 of points to use in Smite 2, and they're actually getting backlash for that. And I thought that was already quite generous, because it is a new game. Imagine spending money on Diablo 3 and expecting to get it again in Diablo 4. So it is quite interesting, but obviously, yeah, Path of Exile choosing to be incredibly generous there.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see what cosmetics actually transfer. I know you said, like, all the cosmetics will transfer, but it's only for cosmetics that actually exist within PoE 2.
Yeah.
So, for example, if you bought a PoE 2 cosmetic for a bear form, there's no bear form in PoE 1, and obviously vice versa.
Yeah. So, I did actually remember messaging Chris around ExileCon saying... For things that, like, bear form and stuff that don't exist in PoE 1, that could be a pet in PoE 1 very easily. And he was like, that's not a bad idea. So I don't know if they'll choose to go with something like that, but there are some options there as well. Are you sure it's only transfer? It should be synced? No, you're not losing them in PoE 1. You'll have them in both. If you have 20 stash tabs in PoE 1, you'll have 20 stash tabs in PoE 2.
Yeah. Is it better than a triple LE sword? Yep. Like, a lot better. Like, I'd have to do some math. Is it 20%?
Wait, sorry, what?
They're asking, should you use a rare sword or ephemeral edge on Trickster?
Oh!
And it's not even in the same, like, universe. It's like... I'd have to double check, but yeah, it's probably like 10 times better.
Oh, I wonder how character slots will work. So I'm actually... I didn't realize this, but you know, normally when you hover over create character... It says an amount of characters there. Mine's just maxed out. It doesn't even say the amount anymore.
Oh.
So I can't buy more.
That's weird.
Yeah. Someone max.
That's a very unique problem.
Yeah.
Because you never delete characters because you like
I don't delete characters over 90, which means now I don't delete characters anymore.
Uh-huh.
Well, now I'm doing 95 and above. But I soon will have to do that I only keep level 100 characters.
Who are they saying is having horrible RNG? Al-Kaiser. So normally the gauntlet's not dictated by RNG, but in extreme cases it can be. In this case, Al's having a particularly bad run. He's recommended 13 swords and missed a 1 in 3 13 times, which is really nasty. He is very tilted. It's not normally like... something you have to worry about, but...
In this case, it is. Yeah, it's painful. But doing a really, really nice showing nonetheless. Is Terrence, did he die with his Headhunter? Scion.
No, I'm pretty sure he re-rolled, gave up on the Glad Headhunter, and he's now going Trickster LS, and he's already CI. So I think he did the strat you were talking about, where they farm on a duelist, and then they can go full CI gear on a Trickster. So they just skip the Power Siphon stage. Which I don't blame them. Honestly, the Power Siphon build is strong, but it's...
So I do have some inside info here. I was lurking in Garotha's chat yesterday. Obviously, he's back from being ravaged by Hurricane Helena. And he is on a duelist. He's on a Gladiator. And I know that his early plan was going to be cheesing Gladiator a little bit. Because obviously Gladiator has that node with 100% more damage after 100 seconds. Which is quite a lot of damage. That actually makes it a very high damage ascendancy. And the little trick you can do there is that you wait 100 seconds before even damaging the boss. It's with a second E, Terrence. So you... No, but only 1 hour. There it is.
I got there in the end. It's actually a Scion, by the way. Yeah, I was just double checking.
So he's not using Headhunter. But yeah, so Garotha is thinking about rerolling Scion. He was going to be a Gladiator with a Lacerate. And the way that would work is that you never damage the boss. Because at 100% health, the boss doesn't use any abilities other than auto attack. So Maven would basically be going, meh, meh, for 100 seconds. And then boom, after 100 seconds of the timer, you pop off. And you do that like giga damage from the start instead of that being ramping. And then you don't have to deal with that like slowly ramping up during the fight. So starting the fight with 100% more damage, that is... very significant. No, it would not reset when you log out. It does reset between phases if the boss dies, which Maven does. But for example, Searing Exarch would never reset, so like it's always the same boss. It's just Maven that would reset. And it does work like that. Somebody in chat said I don't think it works like that, but I know how it works. So you can, and we're not talking about AFK before starting the boss fight. I'm talking about starting the boss fight and just kiting the boss with auto attack. Because the boss does not have any abilities when you're at 100%.
But yeah, would that technically be allowed in the Gauntlet, by the way?
What?
Multi-character debuffing. Like, could you use a Glad and swap to another character? Is that what you were saying?
No, it doesn't work like that.
Oh, it doesn't. Okay.
No, it's only the Gladiator itself that will get the damage.
Oh. Rip Piotr.
Oh no.
Rip. Rip.
Which bosses don't have abilities at 100%? Pretty much all of them. Even Burdus.
Yeah, actually, a really good example of this is Ida. He doesn't do a bunch of abilities if you don't break his ES.
Yeah. We'll try to get a rip clip there for Piotr Kurwa. Our Polish hero has been slain. Is it a damage mod that is multiplicative to all your damage? Yeah. It's 100% more. So what happens at 100 seconds for it to be beneficial? 100% more damage.
Yeah, it's
one damage per second.
Yep. So will Ben clear all bosses when he wakes up? Yep, he actually will. We're going to try our best to be up for that. It's going to be difficult for us because he's going to be doing it at like 2 a.m. or something. But yeah, we are actually going to get Uber content in the Gauntlet very soon.
It's very cool. I'm very excited for it. So I'll be finishing the campaign later and we'll have like a call with Steel. And we'll just be ready on standby for an emergency cast.
Yeah, you're just going to have to stay awake, I think.
Yeah.
And I'll have a nap.
What time does Ben normally wake up? We don't know.
Oh, we do actually know.
Oh.
I'm not going to show chat this, but I think he messaged me because he thinks I'm you. But yeah.
Bossing will start. Oh. Ooh.
There you go.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'll probably have a nap and then call you on Discord when
Oh,
he's
that's
ready.
pretty early too. Yeah. So we might have to stay awake a bit.
Well, I'm not. I'm sleeping.
Yeah. You can go to sleep right after this.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't sleep too long. We have to cast tomorrow too.
No, I said I'd have a nap.
An actual nap? I'm bad with naps. When I go to nap, I stay napped. What bigs have I missed? A lot.
Yeah, so I'll go over it real quick. Park died. Khan died. So Rip Khan. Alex claimed a bunch of bounties, including the Starforge PC. So he's up to $6,000 in prizes, which is honest. I'm pretty sure that's more than literally clearing the gauntlet. By the way,
If that's all you do,
yeah,
probably.
which is it's very impressive. It goes to show you if you bounty hunt, it's actually like a very viable way of approaching the gauntlet. You don't have to beat Ben. You can just beat Ben to the bounties, which is very different. So that's insane.
Yeah, so real quick, for those that don't know how we split up the prize pool, we do want the gauntlet, while being a really hard event, we do always want the gauntlet to be an event for everybody. Whether you are a no-lifer, or whether you are lucky, or whether you're just like participating alongside and getting levels. So currently the prize pool is $45,000, and it is roughly split into different 33%. So we have a part of the prize pool is going to raffles. So just by getting 90, 95, 50, 60, etc., you're entered into different raffles. And that will be drawn live on the cast, except for the mystery boxes on the last day. That's the mystery boxes we need GGD to help draw, because we have too many people playing the gauntlet now. Earlier, if it was below 15,000, above level 50, we could do it ourselves, but we have way too many people. We are already about to hit that many people. So very, very cool there. But and then another 33% roughly is in bounties. And we have loads of sponsor bounties, loads from the community, etc. So loads of cool things and cool ways to earn money there. And then we have the final part is the main prize pool for the most skilled players.
Yeah, there's not one clip of the Alex Starforge bounty, but you can actually see his submissions on Pee-wee Racing if you're curious. So because it was a boss kill bounty, there's submissions here. The final one being Uber Elder, so you can actually like check out this VOD real quick. This was obviously the final boss. And if we maybe skip ahead, I don't know if he actually says anything. But this was the final boss for him claiming the bounty, and he ended the stream right after. So.
It's very cool.
Yeah. You can see all those submissions here. Where is it?
Over here?
Yeah. So all the bosses are here, including Uber Edziri, Uber Elder, Shaper, Exarch, Ida, Maven, Cyrus.
And all the names in green means that they've killed and gotten points for at least one boss. We can scroll down and see how many people have actually killed the boss, but it is already more than ever before. So it is really cool how making maps a little bit easier. You can see it's all the way here. So it's over 50 people have killed at least one boss, which is very cool. Your character does not have to be alive to get entered into the raffles, but do not delete your character. So nice.
Now, there was something we wanted to check out. Do you remember? Oh, the rip clip from Pyuto.
Oh, yes. Is that in the tool yet? No.
No, it's here.
Ah.
Eh? Did they clip reacting to him dying in global chat? Yeah, that's a sick rip clip, guys.
He wasn't live?
That's a sick...
unfortunate.
Yeah, that's a good clip, guys. It's a good clip. Yeah.
Kurva.
Yeah, that's a good clip, guys. Good clip, guys.
That's funny.
Yeah, anyway, this is the current standings, as you can see. Interesting rip clip.
Look at the top 10, though. Slayer, Hierophant, Slayer, Juggernaut, Trickster, Hierophant, Trickster, Gladiator,
Oh, wow.
Necromancer.
Really? That's funny, really.
So, definitely more diversity than I was expecting in the top 10.
Yeah. That being said...
We just see a lot of Slayers.
Yeah, that being said, we're not going to really know what the diversity is like to the end of the event when people start going in. I think at this stage, most people... Because you got to keep in mind, only a few people have actually had the time and efficiency to gear up. Most people are still farming in red maps.
Yeah.
So we haven't seen too many people do pinnacles yet. Only like what? Yeah, roughly top 9 or so.
Is SSS 111 playing in this?
I can take a look.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's rank 17. Yeah.
Nice. Huh? Oh. I guess he doesn't need that good one.
Well, he's probably doing what a lot of people are doing and gearing up a second character because he's obviously going Zenith.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit weird because you can't really tell what the gear progression is like because people are playing either from a ledge, in which case the character is gearing in their stash, or they're playing Zenith, in which case they're also doing a bit of a gear swap for that.
Where's Business? Can you search?
Busy.
Hey, Piotr. Sorry about your death. Apparently his axe is insane. Nice. Karn has the slightly better one?
Depends, because he has Impale and Khan has Blind.
Oh, true. Piotr, what killed you? Kurva. 0 Rivers have been killed so far.
That's gonna change very soon, though.
Or not. He could go in and instantly die. It's sort of a win-win for us. If Ben clears the gauntlet, really fucking cool. If Ben dies, really fucking cool. We cannot lose. Oh, Piotr has a clip. Nice. We get to watch him die.
All right. I'll just wait for it to be uploaded to the tool then.
They're both kind of cringe. We got 2 rips. Yeah, we're okay with cringe.
Let's take a look at Rise. Do you think Gazi actually went again?
Yeah, he said he was going to go again.
Wow. I guess he's determined.
Giga Chad.
He's made it to maps, though.
Yeah. He died in his 3rd map.
Shit, he's just vibing, I guess. Let's take a look at Tati as well. Tati's doing pretty well, right? He's playing his Stormburst.
Our totem hero.
Yeah.
Wow. They look pretty nice.
Guess he doesn't have giant pets this time. He's respecting the visual clarity. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, it was so nice playing softcore because I could use all the stupid MTX. Like I could run around like a giant with like all the pets and the stupid portal effects and shit. Obviously in hardcore
There's the clip. Also, I read in chat, really hope we'll have Gauntlet in a format where we have more time. I died and I felt like I did not have time to reroll. You have over 6 days to reroll.
Oh no. Rip. So this is an old clip because this is obviously leveling. But yeah, it's
I'm speechless.
Yeah. And here's the second one. Oh no.
Is that just now? No.
No.
What about the death where you just died just now? What happened there?
It sounds like he doesn't have the new one. Might be a different. Oh, okay.
Different guy? Oh.
Shit. Similar name, I guess.
Yeah. Ah. Oh, curva. Yeah, Tati's damage is looking pretty spicy. Hopefully, Gazi can get past Val Oversoul. I know he was struggling with that.
His damage isn't actually spicy, is this?
I didn't die for the 3rd time. Some fake info. Oh, there was a guy like ranked 30 called Piotr. So I thought it was you.
But yeah, no, he was in a tier 3 Bemses.
Oh. Well, he does have good damage in the tier 3 map.
Uh-huh. Did they see Khan's rip? No, we did not see Khan's rip. It wasn't the biggest upset of the Gauntlet so far, or anything like that. Poor Khan.
We have seen it.
Poor Khan. What's the Gauntlet ladder site? PUB-Racing.
Yeah, made by Phaedron.
Yeah.
Very good tool. He's also made our casting tool. We're very lucky. It's incredibly good.
Yeah, Gauntlet would not really work without Phaedron.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah, there's a lot of people we need for this. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, we can watch Khan's Rip again, though.
Yeah.
You guys want to watch Khan Rip again? No way, dude. No way. Are you kidding me?
Oh.
Oh,
He was watching Piotr die.
dude, you scared the shit out of me.
I thought he died. I didn't see the video frame.
Poor Khan.
That hurts.
The actual despair.
Yeah, I did this. I was like, that sucks.
You know, I don't mean to smile, but I don't know, it just, the way he... I do feel bad, though. I do feel bad.
Juggernaut sent us a message about the bounty.
Okay.
You, I think. Ah. Oh, yeah, it's always, our time is always a tiebreaker.
Yeah. So was his logout bugged? Ziz was saying he crashed and his macro maybe turned off.
Yeah, so right before this, he did log out to something and his entire client crashed, so something could have bugged with his logout macro there. That isn't too unlikely.
Yeah, I can't verify if that's the case or not. I have no fucking idea what he's talking about. But
that was literally less than 5 minutes before.
yeah, because the only thing that should cause the macro to not work is your PC crashing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not sure, honestly.
Why can't we migrate to hardcore SSF settlers after the event? So GDD did initially want to void the event, but I know people really dislike void events. Even if they don't play standard, it is a little bit like vibe off when it's voided, you know, if you find a mirror or a mage blood. So I asked, instead of voiding, can we just send it to standard instead? And they agreed. So it was this or void.
Yeah, chat's actually asking if we can take a look at some of the competitors' gear. I would love to.
Yeah, let's do that.
It's getting pretty spicy. And I do think that gear is what will determine the race, not points right now. So what's the best way to do this? I guess we could just look at the alive characters so far.
Yeah, look at alive and we'll do class rank 1 of each.
Yeah, so obviously Alex, not Oni-Goroshi anymore. I'm just wondering, do I want to do this on PoE Ninja, though?
Isn't it better here? Are we missing anything here?
I find it hard to believe this is his weapon, is all. Let me just check his profile.
Oh, does it take time for a quest?
Just,
Zoom out a little bit.
Oh, that does take time, yeah, it does.
Yeah, there.
I just want to double check. Never mind.
That is really bad.
Didn't he have a better weapon yesterday?
On the right one, he does.
Not really. It's what?
He's like, probably thinking, if I can do this with an Oni-Goroshi, my weapons don't matter anyway.
Yeah, mana is good, chat, but, like, not that good. Like, trust me when I can... Trust me, this is not a good weapon.
I know, I've played the build too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he had a better one. Did he fucking lose it? What happened? I'm like almost positive he had better weapons.
Maybe he vendored it by accident. Those wands are not insanely good. That is a 1-stat wand. It's not even a 1-stat.
No. It's not even about them being good or bad. He had better ones yesterday. I don't know.
Oh, maybe he recombinated it.
Oh my fucking god, that's totally what he did. He fucking recombinated, he greeted. That's totally what he did. Check his offhand. Yeah, no, he totally fucking recommed it. Cause yeah, he had better ones, chat. Like, that's funny. Anyway, yeah, refumulated, boys.
Fumbled the ones.
Holy shit. Okay, the ring is good though. Yeah, GG fucking ring.
Well,
both GG rings. So rings are sweet.
Yeah, cast speed is very strong for this build.
Amulet's okay. I'm not gonna say it's GG because it
could get an upgrade.
Could be better. The helmet's nice, although it is missing the big life roll. The chest, sexy. Honestly, I'll give that a pass. Pretty sexy,
especially with suppression.
Belt's okay. It's deceptively not like GG because 82 life is like tier like 5 or something these days.
We in this patch we did have life modifiers on all gear go up significantly, so even rings go up to like 130 or 29 or something.
Yeah, similar case with the gloves. These would normally be good gloves, but that life roll does go up to 129, so he is missing, like 60 life. And then so it definitely could min-max the gear a little better, but good gear, like very.
I think we can see Alex do at least one Uber.
Yeah, I think so too.
Wonder what would be the easiest for Alex.
He's at the bare minimum going to attempt Ubers.
Yeah,
so.
And that's something different we are expecting this thing. Since maps are so easy, we are expecting a large amount of people to attempt Ubers.
Yeah, let's see. I guess rank 1 duelist right now is Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Khan's dead. Although, I really do want to... So that's the thing, though. If we're looking at, like, points for rank 1, I mean, how do you want to do this? Should we just kind of look at who we think is actually rank 1?
Like on gear and stuff? Yeah, I mean, we shouldn't just... Like, we are casters, we know how this works. Like, Alkaiser is the rank 1 duelist right now.
Yeah, well...
Unless he quits.
Let me just take a look at the duelist real quick. Because SSS is there too.
True.
So
we don't really know what gear he has. SSS 111 has finished a gauntlet before, so he's one of the very few people that have ever cleared a gauntlet. Even though this is gauntlet like number 10 or something, less than 15 individual players have ever cleared a gauntlet.
Yeah. SSS's gear is definitely looking a bit worse than Alk's, I would say. Nothing too crazy.
Who did the 1 million kills first? So... This is shocking, and a lot of people have said, like, is it Ben? Is it Most Positive Man? I would almost love to show it again if we can. But the number 1 player to get 1 million kills did it in Blood Aqueduct. He's level 87 in Blood Aqueduct, so he just made that his home.
Yeah.
So he had not even killed Kitava yet.
Rolko Molko. Let's check this shit out. 3k life, Blood Aqueduct farmer, by the way. Yeah, level 87. 1 million kills. Actual fucking psycho, dude. You can actually see all the Blood Aqueduct spam.
It's crazy.
That's insane. Yeah, chat, would you farm Blood Aqueduct for... like
$500.
Yeah, about 70-80 hours of Blood Aqueduct for $500.
Sure, he didn't use automation, he would have died. He's especially on a Deadeye, by the way.
Wait, what's wrong with automation?
As in, are you sure he's not botting?
Oh, right.
Like, you can't bot this in the gauntlet. The campaign is really, really hard.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of one. Imagine just the average PoE player and how they do the same shit over and over and over and over again. Then there's this guy, right? It's not that hard to imagine, in my opinion.
2 17-hour sessions.
Really? Is that it? Is that what happened?
Yeah, that's what he said. It's actually very fast.
Huh.
It has to have been very efficient.
That is quicker than I thought it would be. What the fuck? Huh. That's actually not bad then. I genuinely thought it would take a lot longer because Blood Aqueduct isn't necessarily like that dense, but I guess if you're going through it in like 45 seconds. Yeah. We're looking at gear, right? Yeah. Alright. Bandit confirmed, Ben second, yeah.
That's crazy.
$14 an hour. That's actually not bad.
Especially if you live like, depending on where you live.
So obviously we do see Elk with an axe, but he's had this axe since day one. Now he's trying to get a sword, as we saw, and he's struggling. Hopefully he gets it. It sounds pretty tilted.
Yeah. Oh, and somebody asked into how do you reset a zone? You hold control when entering the zone. And I actually had a quick anecdote there. A friend of mine who had been playing the game for quite many years. One time we were like leveling new characters, not together, but like alongside each other. And we noticed that he went AFK like very often and would come back after like 6 or 7 minutes. And I was like, so are you playing from work? Like, why are you going AFK? And he said, oh, I'm waiting for the zone to reset. And he had multiple level 90 characters. So the entire time when he needed to overlevel, and he never liked overleveling a lot, he would just AFK until the zone reset. Or go farm a different zone.
I just want you to know, I've never had to answer this question in my chat. Like...
Let's look at the rest of the gear.
Yep. Anyway, as you can see, a big boy chest here. This was recombinated, by the way. T1, T1, T1. And then, obviously, just meta-modding the Fizdia there. Didn't get, like, the perfect stats, but good enough to use for sure. No suppression on the helmet. I'm pretty sure you would want suppression before you go into Ubers. So I'm not sure if there's like a plan to maybe recraft a new helmet there. That ring's also missing a stat. And I don't know if a res implicit ring is BIS. Like, would you want to go in with like maybe an amethyst or a vermilion? Not sure. Yeah. It is nice though. Same with this ring as well. They're both really good rings. I just don't know if they're
different implicit than maybe one.
Yeah. Amulet's solid. I like the amulet.
35 all attributes, very good. Probably frees up a skill point.
Boots.
Nice life regen.
Yeah, very good boots, but again, no suppression. Do you think? I mean,
He definitely is lacking a little bit in gear, I think. I don't know if he's going to switch a lot of gear for doing the lightning strike swap. Obviously, right now he is trying to get the sword.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's doing well with that. I'd be devastated if he quit before getting it.
Yeah. Suppression overrated? I would say suppression mandatory. To be honest, I think the opposite.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, I have no idea what his plans are there. So let's see. Zlage, very clearly in the lead on rank 1 Ranger, I think. Is there any other notable... Obviously it's hard to tell. I mean...
Dexter is pretty high up.
Yeah. Level 90 though. It's a little bit hard to tell.
Gate high up.
Yeah. But we do know Zlage has been a competitive Gauntlet player in the past, so we'll take a look at his gear real quick. Obviously, Poison Concoction, so this is literally just for leveling gems. He has a very fucking nice 6th link.
8% PDR, and that's very important for the Ranger, especially now that they've like removed a lot of the conversion. You see, even does have 11% here instead of 10. Does have endurance charge. Tries so hard to patch up that physical hole that Ranger has to deal with.
Yeah, the chest is not like perfect by any means, but yeah, good. I would say this is a chest he could take into base pinnacles, which might be enough. You might be able to win rank 1 Ranger with that.
Do you think he's hunting a lightning coil? Do you think that would be better than this?
No, personally I think the new base type's a king. I do think he'll keep this. I just think he might not go into Ubers. Because this is fine for not Ubers. Yep, very nice. Very nice helmet. And he doesn't need suppression on his gear because he's a Ranger. Ranger, unlike Jugs, do get a lot of access to suppression. We saw Ben was actually basically cap suppression in Axe just because you get like 90-something suppression from your passive tree alone in that part of the tree.
Yeah.
No, he is poison, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. So missing dot multi there, so he'll probably want to recraft
Gem
it before
level 2
bossing.
would be big.
Yeah. It is a really fucking nice amulet though. I mean, maybe
especially for life. He might just care about tank and feel like he has good enough damage.
Yeah. Just filling out some attributes there. Much nicer second ring. Gloves and nothing crazy.
Yeah, nice belt.
Yeah, obviously for poison concoction, flask mods are useful, so that's very nice.
Yeah, both the life and the duration there.
Yeah, and then the boots are solid.
Boots are really good.
So
They do Divine 1 higher suppression.
yeah, we could actually. I'm almost tempted. So that's the thing. I would want to see like another boss, like maybe like a Shaper or something.
Yeah. Katarina's a little boring. She's not different in the Gauntlet and doesn't have any crazy mods. But hopefully we'll see him do Exarch or something like that soon. We can go look at some other competitors and how they're going. Did we look at Soul? Marauder?
Alright, so Sol very strong, clearly in the lead. Although SBB also
is level 100. You obviously do get some character power per level there.
So we can take a look at
both of them, yeah.
Well, we have 3 people to look at actually because business as well. So Sol, the current rank 1.
900 PDPS.
Yeah, and he is playing that Bleed Bone Shatter, as you can see, which is hilarious. Yep, he's at that chest for a while. Very fucking nice chest. It's kind of whatever ring. Com sign's okay, especially on a jug. Amulet's solid. Helmet's good. He's got a good helmet.
Tier 1.
That is an excellent helmet. T1 life, hybrid flat with crafted percent, T1 suppression, lightning res, chaos res, perfect helmet.
2,000 armor on the helmet.
That is an uber viable helmet.
Very nice. One of the better items.
Yep, gloves are solid as well. He has hybrid on crafted life.
So good gear.
Yep, so gloves are GG, helmets GG. The boots suffixes are good. He would want to maybe consider recrafting the prefixes.
He might, depending on how his suppression is, like if he needs an additional 2, he might be going for new ones. Because they do go up to 14.
Depends how min-maxy we're talking here, yeah.
How much suppression does he have on chest?
None.
Ooh.
The thing is, he's not going to recraft this, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we already know he's cap suppression, by the way. But maybe he might try to fit in more suppression to ease up on the tree. Because he does have very low life compared to other competitors. I think he's got 5k life. Which makes sense. He's wearing Com Sign, no life on chest.
Com Sign is a very good ring, considering how common it is.
Yeah. And then a bit of ES on the belt here.
Bismuth Flask.
What?
I wonder. We should open it up in POB. I wonder if he's not risk cap for that flask. That would be scary as fuck.
Nah, I think it's just to be overcapped, but that's... I mean, it does protect you against things like exposure and curses, so...
Why does Steel have a hate boner for Com Sign? I don't know, because when him and I were POBing my Gladiator, he was surprised how hard or how expensive my Aurelian had to be to beat it.
No. It wasn't hard to beat. It was like 5 divines or something.
Yeah, that is surprising for a 1C ring.
Dude, you know, so here's the thing though, like, for like a pleb who's never played PoE and he's looking up a max roll guide, I get it, but for Zizaran, because you were using this at like level 100.
Yeah.
Literally. So for ZZ-Ran, I expected better. Do better.
That's fair.
Okay. On a jug, though, it's ethical. I'll allow it on a jug, because jug does get extra additional endurance charge scaling. Ben might be Ubering, by the way. Nah, Ben's not even logged in.
He's not logged in. He will log in later today, and we will probably do an emergency cast.
Right? Like, yeah, no, he's not. He's not logged in. He's asleep, chat. We're taking a peek at the sleep cam, and he's currently he's cozy, chat. He's asleep. But yeah, anyway, moving on from Sol, we do have SBB. SBB, another Gauntlet competitor, and rank 1 XP, first level 100. Holy shit. He won. He fucking won, dude. Holy shit.
1,200.
Holy shit.
Wow.
That's perfect, right? I think he won, dude.
I think it goes to 1350 is a literal perfect. I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe this is tempered and not flaring. Doesn't flaring go to 70? Or maybe it's just the roll. I'm not 100% sure. Apparently he has Relic Cash as well.
Wow, he won, dude.
Do you think he'll go for a Maven belt?
I have no idea. Does this mean he's not going to play Zenith?
I don't know.
He's also playing Bone Zone.
I mean, Zenith is stronger in this by a lot.
Actually, imagine
Undisputed.
Imagine like Ben, I don't know, like he trips on Lego and dies, and then like I don't know, Alex doesn't rage quits because he can't craft his sword, and then SBB goes in on a jug with this axe and wins on Bone Shatter. That'd be hilarious.
That'd be insane.
That'd be fucking funny, dude.
It's crazy for SSF. Absolutely crazy. And the rest of his gear is no joke either. Really nice gear.
It is mapping gear though.
Yeah.
So obviously he's going to...
He's destroying maps right now.
Yeah. I think what he'll do... I mean, who knows?
And a reminder...
He's not going to play Bone Shatter, right?
Probably not. But a reminder, this is his gear after dying at rank 1 at like level 95 or 97 or something. So he's already level 100 and he is the first level 100.
Yeah, SPB streams, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah.
Oh, is he though? Because I don't know if we have him on the tool actually.
He definitely has given us clips and some streams.
I'm pretty sure he streams.
Like, I would say Bye Bye and Karn are the two most intense players.
Oh, you mean in terms of like grinding?
Oh, and NPM.
Yeah, I was gonna say most positive.
NPM, SPB, and Karn are like the most grindy.
Yeah.
He does, but he doesn't save. Yeah, we should make sure we get Say Bye Bye added to the tool.
Well, that's cool. Well, SBB will be someone to keep an eye on. Holy shit. Wow. And then obviously business. I think we did take a look at business already though. I can just real quick, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just solid gear. Very nice axe as well. Not as big as the previous axe, but the previous axe is ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right.
We do roughly have an hour left of the cast today. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to be finishing the campaign on my own stream. But Steel's going to take a nap. I'm going to be online till later. And when Ben comes back later, we are going to do an emergency cast. We have like this thing, break in case of emergency. And we will cast the when he goes in for bosses.
Yep. Now, speaking of Ben, we can take a look at his gear.
Yeah.
So he got his final piece. Before he went to bed, obviously, the belt. But you can see he's very meticulously planned this build out. You can actually see multi-modded gear everywhere. It's because he wanted replicatable gear. Like, if he died, he would literally recraft this exact same set of gear pretty much, like, point for point, with the only RNG really being the suffixes. So
I did actually hear him say, I think he's decided against this, but one of the things he was considering doing was, why don't I just craft a second set of gear right now in case I die?
Yeah, I think if it wasn't for players like Jung, he would potentially do that, but Jung is actually not that far behind. He's applying pressure, which is good, because pressure is the one thing that might throw Ben off. Like, he is definitely, like, not going to want to stall. He's going to want to go on and do the bosses next when he wakes up, because otherwise Jung will actually go in.
Yeah.
So Jung's really not that far behind. I think Jung said he's 24 hours behind or a day behind, so doesn't have the time to stall anymore. He's already stalled as much as he can.
Kaiser as well is not too far behind. He is looking to get that sword, and then, we'll see what happens.
Ben's too good to be impacted by pressure. I disagree. Ben's a very impressive player, the most impressive player, but he's still human. He has been beaten, like, what, 3 or 4 times before?
Yeah.
4 times, yeah.
4 times before.
So, but yeah, anyway, going over his gear, obviously recombinated gear, so we see T1, T1, T1 prefixes on both the helmet and the chest. And he doesn't even care that he has life regen. Like I said, it's very meticulously crafted. He just wants that accuracy roll, so obviously you can reforge attack on the helmet, guaranteed accuracy roll. He doesn't even need T1, I believe. I think he only needed Tier 2, so he's very happy to have the helmet.
Yeah.
And again, multi-modded chest, because that's all he needs. He's planned his character out so that he doesn't need more than what he has there. So he just has crafted suppression with dex and int, crafted dex and int with endurance. So again, no res suffixes here, here, or here.
And that evasion even on the ring is very important. That evasion, because of a mastery on the ES evasion, actually gives him 20% increased energy shield, which is pretty huge, and it is a little bit tricky, the ES evasion mastery there, next to Ghost Reaver, Ghost Dance. Yeah, there. That mastery. So 20% increased max energy shield if both rings have explicit evasion. So that really adds up, and that is why he has so much energy shield. People in chat were asking, who has beaten Ben in a race, Steel Mage? Would you like to give us a list of the players that have been great enough and amazing enough to beat Ben in a race?
Yeah, so Al-Kaiser actually managed to beat him. He's kind of like being dubbed the Enraged Tower of the Gauntlet, and we do see he's hot on his heels this Gauntlet. Exile as well.
Twice.
Yep, twice he's beaten Ben. One of the only players I would say who is truly close to Ben in terms of raw skill. Like, he can actually 1v1 Ben, get to Ubers first and beat him. No bad luck required. Like, he can actually 1v1 Ben. And then I got really lucky and Ben died 3 times and I beat him. Because Ben died 3 times.
Lucky, by the way.
Yeah.
Pure skill, even finishing with a Soul Taker.
Yeah. So that's proof that Ben can trip over Lego just like anybody else. Alright, Lego can get everybody. But yeah, you can see just the fucking raw quality of this gear here.
The shield is insane, but I'm kind of disappointed that it does not have flat energy shield on the implicit.
Yeah, he did synthesize it. Yeah, could have got lucky there and had a much better shield, but it's really low chance to actually hit ES. Yeah. And if you're wondering, I guess I'll do Ben a favor. He has 4 flasks. That's intentional. He's using the Traitor Keystone from a Timeless Jewel, Balboa, which gives you 4 flask charges per empty flask slot. And so that's that's allowing him to have permanent uptime of his Ruby, Sapphire, and Topaz. So it's very intentional. Don't ask him.
It's actually been so funny because everybody in Ben's chat is just spamming the voices because he keeps getting asked questions, or people keep reminding him like, hey, you're missing a life flask, or hey, like this, or hey, that. So everybody's just constantly spamming the voices.
Yeah, and he's not going Zenith because Zenith requires a 2-hander. I don't judge people too harshly for making that mistake because I occasionally fuck up and make that mistake as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't use Zenith with Ephemeral Edge. It's not possible. The gem doesn't work. But yeah, and hot on his heels. We've already mentioned his name a few times.
John Rogaine.
John Rogaine.
And he has so many characters in the Gauntlet. It's the 4th.
But yeah, very, very, very similar gear. But different. So he's opted...
a lot more DPS.
Yeah, I don't know if this was intentional or not, but he has way more damage than Ben. Like,
3 times
more damage. Because he has the Tincture, he has the Amulet. But the downside, of course, is he also has a lot less energy shield and max res. So, much squishier, but...
Yeah, so to give you an idea of this build, like the gear they have in just 4 days is absolutely insane. So in Hardcore Trade League, like a close to perfect character like mine has 60 to 70 million damage. Ben's will only have 6, so he will potentially be in some of the fights for quite a lot longer, especially considering it is so much more tank than before. And Jung Roan here might have as much as 18 to 20, and especially for the last phase of Uber Elder, that can be really important, and the last stage of Maven. So that is something we can see be very impactful.
Yeah, chat saying he leveled Molten Strike. Honestly, that could be some weird-ass pivot to Slayer if he dies on the Trickster, but I don't think that's happening. I think he even said he's giving up on that idea because he thinks it takes too long to gear the Zenith character. So I think he'll literally just go again on Trickster.
I wonder, the Balbala thing, can you use a Tincture? Or...
No, it doesn't count. Like, if you put a thing in there, it actually has to be an empty slot.
Oh, okay.
It's not like the High Spell, which just requires no flask in that slot. Because it doesn't count as a flask, but it has to be actually empty.
Very cool. Says I've died around 20 times, but I'll be honest, I'm having a good experience with the challenge of it. That's awesome, dude. Thank you so much for participating. And remember, anyone enjoying, you can still either add flash bounties through Viral or just donating to the prize pool. Like if you donate 20, it will be like donating 40. I just banned that bot thing. But yeah, hope you're all enjoying the Gauntlet. Thank you so much, of course, for tuning in. I think we'll take a little bit of time and play a Displate ad. Displate is one of our sponsors and has done a lot of bounties as well. So we'll fire off an ad here for Displate.
What was that sound?
That was actually Steel made that sound. So that's how he was part of the ads this time.
Actually, here we go.
So apparently Lance is switching to CI at the moment. So we have another lightning striker with Ephemeral Edge coming up. And honestly, Lance has like blown me away ever since last time with the performance he put on in the Gauntlet. So we hadn't really seen Lance compete before like this, and he's been doing exceptionally well.
Yeah, I mean, do you see those alts? All of our competitors are in need of alts, not just for gear as well. Part of the reason why Ben has decided to farm and go do bosses today, tomorrow, however you want to look at it, when he wakes up, is because he actually needed alts to spam all the invitations.
This looks like a psychotic way to craft.
Yeah, what is he actually trying to get? Because, like, it's supposed to be defense reforged, no?
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what I'm looking at. There's no search in the highlight. Like, this looks like a very psychotic way of crafting. The only thing I could think of is he's just trying for multiple outcomes, so like anything he can wall for Corrupting Blood.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could argue Adorn, but I don't think he's going for Adorn. Yeah, right?
Oh. Maybe his eyes is his filter.
Alright, I mean, my hot take here, it's some ghetto shit. He just wants to be CI already.
Yeah.
You know, I heard people talk about it. You don't need the Giga Bisque gear. So farming Harvest for the next 12 hours to respec CI when you could just alt roll some jewels inefficiently but get CI going a little bit earlier. I think that's worth it because you're not going to die on this build with CI. It's so strong to have immunity to chaos damage, much larger pull, and a smoother build. I think LS is like such a nice build to play compared to the Power Siphon or the Hex Plus in this case. So
I wonder how good his gear is. I mean, we can see that he's wearing some already, so that will have updated in the tools. We can take a quick look on the gear that he's wearing. He is not wearing his chest. It does look like he has respect already, so hopefully he's calculated everything. Capitan Lance. Level 88. That is a very early respec, actually.
There you go.
So he has a 336 titanium spirit shield. His boots are 238. Not bad. Pretty bad belt. Decent gloves. Decent ring. Good helmet.
Yeah, as I said, like...
It's an early respec.
Yeah, not endgame gear at all, but I do still think this is a smart idea. I think it's worth it, because the build is going to feel a lot nicer. The issue you have with those life-based Power Siphon and Hex Plus builds is that they have a split pool of life and ES. One, this makes them vulnerable to chaos damage, and they need a bunch of chaos res. This is a huge investment. When you could just be immune to chaos damage with CI, which is really nice. It's actually a very good benefit these days. And on top of that, you're merging your pool into one. So if he ends up with, like, let's say 9k energy shield, which is probably what I'm expecting, right? 9k?
Yeah, 8 to 9k.
That's a lot nicer because then you can run things like Overleech and the Ghost Dance and everything like that protects fully and heals your full pool and everything. So it just feels a lot nicer to play, a lot safer.
Apparently he's wearing Splitting Steel.
Why?
I don't know. There's one guy in chat saying that. I don't know if that's true.
I mean, we can maybe see if we go back to the cam. See what gems he has.
That is a Splitting Steel in his inventory. In the bottom left.
Yeah. Why?
I don't know why.
Oh, I'm sorry, chat. I don't know why it's not working. Give me a second.